Alabama Raceway Ministries offers today's invocation.
Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, you are the creator of all things and the Lord over all your creation. I praise you today for who you are, for the air that fills our lungs, and for the freedom you allow for us to participate in events like today's race. I ask for your hand of protection to be on these drivers, their support crews, the safety teams, the first responders, and on every person in this complex. We acknowledge your greatness and your grace, and I pray all of these things in your great name. Amen.
Here to honor America, please welcome top 24 finalists from the final season of American Idol, Jordan Sasser, accompanied by signer Xavius Turner, senior from the Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind, as they perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. And oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, we need to talk to Ryan Seacrest. I demand a recount. That man is my American Idol. You saw Brandon McReynolds there driving the 24 car. I'm standing next to his dad. We will get started with the race next. This track strikes fear in veteran drivers, so imagine how rookies feel when they're side by side in tight packs and something goes wrong. Fox Sports presents NASCAR Xfinity Series racing from Talladega, presented by Can-Am. The weather is warm, partly sunny. Right now, we are ready to race. Let's meet today's driver, guest analyst now. Denny Hamlin was a young man in a hurry. As you can see, some special times and special races he won. Hamlin is known for a note he wrote in the second grade, predicting he would one day win the Daytona 500, and this year, his dream came true. We welcome Denny Hamlin to our show now. Denny, is it true that as a kid you also wrote a note one day about calling an Xfinity race with Adam Alexander and Michael Waltrip?
Gotta be, right?
It's gotta be. Two of the best in the business right here in the Fox booth.
Yeah, well, we're glad you're here. And I'm thinking about this. Last couple of weeks, short track racing in the Xfinity Series. But today we're at Talladega. Big, fast, wide open. How do you adjust as a driver?
It's different for sure. You know, normally these drivers, they got to get up on the wheel and really focus on those restarts. And then once you get single file, you kind of settle in, you work on a rhythm. There's no rhythm to be had at this racetrack. You have to stay focused for every mile of this race. You're mentally exhausted by the time this race is over. So for these young, inexperienced drivers, it's going to be something they've never seen before.
I just think you have to think about Chase Elliott. He's on the pole for the Cup race. He's going to the rear for the Xfinity race. 26 of the last 27 races have been won from the top 10. Don't think Chase Elliott can't come from the back and win here. Another guy that's going to be strong, Joey Logano. He's not up front either.
You know who won that race that didn't start in the top 10? That would be Chase Elliott. Started 19th at Daytona. The only other plate race this year, don't worry. The 88, it's coming to the front. It's time now to go trackside, get the command to fire engines here at Talladega.
Race fans, it's time for those most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command, please welcome our Grand Marshal from Sparks Energy, Wayne Sternberg.
On behalf of Sparks Energy and race fans everywhere, start your engines!
It's one of the most anticipated days of the year for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. On the high banks at Talladega, it's race day in Alabama. We're live on Fox next.
It's just never over until it's over. That's what Talladega is all about.
Talladega, baby.
Talladega. What a race. This afternoon, the NASCAR Xfinity Series makes their 25th trip to Talladega, Alabama. When we were here 1 year ago, it was Joey Logano that got the checkered flag. He starts 8th today. Let's go from the driver's seat.
Hey, Joey, Denny Hamlin here. You got me?
Grandpa, the cars are rolling. Take off shortly after. Got you guys.
So I know you've had a lot of success here at Talladega, but that 22 car has not had the success this year that it has in years past. With your given track record, is this a track you feel like you can get that team back to victory lane?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I felt like, in Daytona we had a really car. This is the same car back here again. These speedways have worked out pretty good for us here in the past, so pretty excited to see what we got today. It definitely is a good track for us to get back on track.
Joey, it's Michael Waltrip. A lot of times we see guys lay back. I kind of got an idea after talking to you last week that you're thinking charge from the word go. Are you going to try to lead every lap and just go for it?
Michael, I don't know how to lay back. I got one speed. It's go fast. That's it. So you look for this car to try to move ourselves towards the front. I feel like that's the safest place, especially these Xfinity races. Closer you can stay to the front, the better, especially towards the end of it. It kind of turns into a little bit of a track position race. So we'll try to keep ourselves up there and race hard at the end. It'll be fun.
All right, go for it wide open. I love everything you're saying here at Talladega. Have fun. We'll check in with you later, friend.
All right, have fun up there, guys.
6 starts here for Joey Logano, average finish 1.8. Now all you need to know in a minute. Time for pit headlines. Ladies first, let's go to Jamie Lou.
Well, Adam, Joe Gibbs Racing has been the team to beat all season, but today, Kyle Busch is out, Matt Tifft is in the 18. That brings the average age of the 3-car team to 20 years old. 2 of those drivers have never won. We're in Talladega. This is the perfect place to get a first race win. Chris Neville?
Well, Jamie, Talladega is about high speed and high risk, but it's good to have some momentum on your side. In February, Chase Elliott captured the pole for the Daytona 500 and won for the first time there in the Xfinity Series. Well, today, he's got to have that same Speedway swagger because he's coming from the back. His crew chief says we've got to be a little bit more patient. Matt Yoakum?
Chris, quite often the storylines on Saturday center around Sprint Cup drivers coming over running Xfinity, trying to get an edge on a new tire or pick up trends for Sunday. But today, the advantage is all about right here in the pit box. Sprint Cup teams utilizing their Sunday crews with the new 5 on, 5 off lug nut rule, trying to put those guys in pressure-packed situations for Sunday.
And Matt, there's no doubt about it. Even though it is a restrictor plate race, pit road is an important part of the equation because you got to be at the front at the end, and if you have one bad pit stop, it could mean the difference between being in victory lane and going home disappointed. Fox NASCAR, presented by Can-Am, is sponsored by Xfinity. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1.
I think the biggest thing about Talladega, it has a lot of history, a lot of great drivers have won here. Anything can happen at the end.
If you win here at Talladega, that will drastically change your career. All this exposure is going to happen. You're on Fox, you're getting great interviews.
I think I'd probably be a little emotional growing up watching guys like Senior and Junior win all the races that they've won here. To be able to pull into victory lane and share with two guys like that are greats in our sport would just be pretty awesome.
It'd be so cool to win here at Talladega Superspeedway, and we're just 2 hours away from a trip to victory lane. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, superior performing tires to face challenging conditions on the track and on the road. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR.
You know, last week at Richmond, we felt those tires fall off. We saw how much they slowed down. Here, that won't be the case. Strategy could be a play.
4 sets all weekend, practice and the race, Denny.
Yeah, I tell you, tires won't mean much, but they will mean something, especially with these drivers bump drafting like they do. Now, they can't push draft, we know that, but I can tell you, tires will become an issue late in the fuel run.
On board with Brandon McReynolds, starting 21st, his second career start in the Xfinity Series.
Being real decisive with me, especially being an experience on the clear down, or if you think we should shoot the middle or something like that. I ain't scared to get up to the top either. I kind of prefer that, actually.
Talk about communication at a place like Talladega. Going to be huge today. Crew chief to driver, and of course the spotter plays a huge role at this wide open facility. Tomorrow, Premier Boxing Champions brings you the long-awaited rematch of the 2011 Fight of the Year as Victor Ortiz and Andre Berto add another chapter to one of the most intense fights of the decade. It all starts tonight, 8 Eastern Time, only on Fox, or you can watch it live at Fox Sports Go. Vicious Victor Ortiz going against the Beast tonight on Fox.
I'll take the guy named Vicious.
I think that's a good call.
All right, now the numbers. 85 degrees. We talked about how slick this place is going to be. Track temp closing on 130, fellas.
Yeah, it's going to be a big deal, and especially once these cars get 2 and 3 wide, it's not necessarily about what you do, but the cars around you, and they're pulling air off of you on the side. So I can tell you, this is going to be hairy for a while. It just depends on what is the mindset of the field early. Is it, do they want to settle in, try to get to halfway, get to the 3/4 mark, or are they going to do like Joey Logano said, go to the front right away and push?
Well, a couple of guys there, Bobby Gerhart and Chase Elliott, going to the back. They're going to have to make some grounds to get up to that lead pack. We saw the grip level on our race analysis there. It's 4. That's when somebody doesn't have you pushed up off the ground. You get bump drafts here. That can send these cars out of control. That makes your grip level a 0. So it'll be interesting to see as the race progresses how the aggression picks up and these bump drafts get more and more aggressive.
Had a big ARCA crash here last night. Had to clean the track. So we're going to have a competition caution at lap 20. As a driver, does that change your mindset in the early laps?
It doesn't change the driver's mindset a whole lot. What I think it really changes is the crew chief's mindset. They're already thinking about what strategy play do we want to play early. Do we want to do 2 tires, fuel only, or 4 tires? Check out that first set and see where our tire wear is at.
All right, Hamlin, we're competitive guys. Who you like? Who you think wins this race?
I tell you, I like the guy who's got to go to the back, Chase Elliott. We saw the great move that he made at the end of the Daytona race to win it. I just think that any of these drivers that have gone up to the Cup Series and have come back down to the Xfinity Series, it's made them better, and it's going to make Chase Elliott a winner this afternoon.
I'm going to go with the birthday boy. I think Elliott Sadler drives his car to victory lane for his one main group.
And if he wins, he's in the playoffs.
He is that.
Front row, Matt Tifft, Daniel Suarez, teammates at Joe Gibbs Racing. Tifft won the pole first of his career, chooses the inside lane. It's a great afternoon in Talladega, Alabama. Sit back and enjoy 300 miles for the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Michael, we talked about this earlier. Are the Gibbs cars going to play the game of letting each other in early? I said no, and it appears that's the case. Usually in the Cup Series, you saw us at Daytona 500, all the Toyota cars working together on the restarts, letting each other in. It appears these guys just want to get settled in and want to go too wide and figure out who's going to be up front later.
Well, there's not a lot of experience in those Xfinity drivers for Gibbs. Obviously, they're highly talented and very good race car drivers, but what you guys did at Daytona isn't a given. You can't just say, I'll let you over, because you've got to get rolling so the whole field doesn't come after you. Maybe they decided it was a safer play just to mat it and go and see how it shakes out.
That's probably what the case is. These crew chiefs have told their drivers they do know that they're inexperienced, and they know that, hey, let's just play this safe. Let's not try to bottle the field up early.
First 15 rows side by side here as they come through the tri-oval for the first time. Matt Tifft glued to that yellow line.
Yeah, this is a big moment for Matt Tifft. I know that he reached out to me a lot about his Xfinity debut last week at Richmond, asking information, wanting to, what are the ins and outs of that racetrack? Man, I can tell you his mind is full of information right now. He's got all these cars behind him. I'm sure he's pretty excited leading the very first lap.
And I'm just proud of that kid, man. He passed every test he needed to pass last week at Richmond. Started up front, stayed in the top 5, and now he's starting on the pole at Talladega. And you're right, Denny. His brain is spinning right now, trying to figure out exactly what he needs to do. He knows he needs to follow that yellow line, but he also knows there's going to be a push coming from behind from Austin Dillon. He also thinks there's going to be side drafting that'll affect that car. Look at these cars bounce and bang off each other. We're only 2 laps into this baby.
Yeah, we saw Eric Jones have a huge run and push the 19 down the back straightaway, but he knows he cannot lock bumpers. That's important. You don't want to get a black flag. Eric Jones has found himself in a hole early, lots of races this season.
Jamie, what about the guy that started on pole, Matt Tifft?
And you're talking about him, Denny. He gave you a lot of credit, as well as Kyle Busch, for helping him tremendously over the last couple of weeks. He also told me the game plan for this race is to work with his teammates, the 19 and the 20 on the outside, as much as possible. They want to stay together and they want to stay up front.
Yeah, Adam, we can already see they're 3 wide. These drivers are not in the sit and wait mode right now. These guys are all trying to get up front because they know up front, leading the race, that's the safest place you can be on the racetrack.
But getting there might not be the safest place to be, because these guys, if you're watching at home, you're thinking, why are they in such a hurry? We're only a couple laps in. We heard Joey Logano say, I'm going to the front. He makes it 3 wide in the tri-oval.
Across the start-finish line, Matt Tifft led that lap. First time he's led ever in Xfinity Series competition. First 2 circuits went to Suarez in that outside lane. We were 4 wide into turn 1. I don't like that at all.
And by the way, there's 113 laps to go.
Feels good.
Yeah. Larry, what's the trend on the big one? Because it may come a little bit earlier this time.
Yeah, normally it's in the second half of the race, but I'd like to see these guys settle down just a little bit. Remember, we have a competition caution in 17 laps, so hey, just settle down just a little bit.
Larry, don't remind us. You need to remind them. I mean, I can't believe the action that we're seeing so early in the race. Look at that pack all glued together at 190 miles an hour.
And Tifft has lost all of his help. His teammates are up there with him. He's got RCR guys behind him. Ryan Reed up there in that mix as well, running 4th for Richard Childress Racing, and 5th right now, your guy, the birthday boy, Elliott Sadler, having a good start.
Love Elliott Sadler. Love his passion for this sport. Sponsor OneMain. They are so immersed in our sport. It's fun to see him up front.
We got a first breakaway, really, of 6 cars now. We see the Daniel Suarez car followed by Joey Logano. They'll catch back up fairly easy. As long as you stay in a line, you can typically catch back up to a single file group. But if the pack behind them stays 2 and 3 wide, they could fall away from the lead pack pretty easily.
And you know when they're going to get this sorted out, Adam? About lap 19. No, about lap 19 right. For our competition caution. They're going to have it all worked out, and then we're just going to stack them all up again.
Brendan Gaughan, you see him, the first car in that outside lane. Black and yellow 62. Never finished a race here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Always wrong place, wrong time. He's got Eric Almirola, Cup veteran, behind him. Almirola top 10 here the last couple of years, and behind them, an unsung hero in the 14, Benny Gordon, driving for TriStar Motorsports.
We've seen Benny emerge in the top 10 when we race at these big tracks like Daytona and Talladega before, so he knows how to get it done here.
The balance of patience and aggression. Right now it's leaning toward aggression, I think, here at Talladega. We're 5 laps in. Matt Tifft, the race leader. Today at Talladega, it's the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Tomorrow, Sprint Cup teams. And this week on FS1, Garbage Time with Katie Nolan is back, making her season premiere. I said it yesterday, Michael. We have a different outlook on sports because we're over here in this NASCAR world all the time. So does Katie Nolan. Check out the season premiere of Garbage Time, Wednesday evening, midnight on FS1.
It's honest and it's enlightening. It's a fun show to watch.
All right, almost halfway to this competition caution. Here comes Aric Almirola down pit road. Both he and Brendan Gaughan penalized by NASCAR, locking bumpers. That's a no-no in the Xfinity Series. What do you guys see?
That he's on them. That's the biggest thing is, I think they're setting the precedence early. I think that there was some questions at the end of the Daytona race. Was that locking bumpers for too long? I think they're setting the precedence and the message to the drivers here that we're not going to put up with it today. Bump and get off the person.
And I see that as locking bumpers, just like NASCAR called it. So Brendan Gaughan has not come to pit road yet. He needs to get out of this pack and to pit road to serve his penalty.
He's in a position to do it now, but he's not going to make the move. So it appears he's going to wait as long as possible, hoping for a caution.
And he expressed over the radio that he did not believe.
Time, get your brakes set, do not speed.
He did not believe that that's what had happened, but it's obvious it was, and you have to serve the penalty. Remember Matt Kenseth, when he didn't come to pit road at Atlanta for a pit road issue, they took his scorecard away. That could happen to Gaughan if he's not careful.
And Wayne Auton, series director, told us this morning, this is not something that we're going to police if you're locked up for a period of time. If you lock bumpers, period, we will penalize you. And I think what saves them both here, Denny, is the fact we're going to get this competition caution. They should be able to stay on the lead lap here.
It will save them. That's one thing that Brendan Gaughan's also doing by staying on the racetrack as long as possible. That's less time that he's going to be away from the pack and less likely he's going to go a lap down.
All right, so we know when it comes to plate racing, Richard Childress Racing, they always seem to be at the front. What about the Dillon brothers 11 laps in?
You get pushed, man? What the hell? Pushed? Yeah, 10-4, you were getting pushed here. I just talked to Billy here. Correct me? Just calm down. We'll be fine here. Just be smooth. They're talking to him.
Come on, it's all in the family.
Be patient here. Right. Austin wants a ride. We're going to come to caution on 20.
Yeah, that's refreshing. Somebody wants to just take a break to lap 20. I could use one myself.
I tell you, it seemed like the spotter was a lot more relaxed than the driver there, that's for sure.
You need that here, right? Man, what about Suarez? Got kicked out of that second lane, and look at him drop to the back in that orange 18. Well, here's why.
Quarter car, half a car, right with the 3.
Wow.
Bounced him out to half. He's got half a rim in front.
Look at all that movement in the wheel. Watch Daniel Suarez work that wheel as Joey Logano works that rear bumper.
Well, this is what I talked about at the beginning of the show, where you would think handling's not going to be an issue. He may have gotten away with that on lap 2 or 3, but now that the tire's wearing out, you can't do it quite as hard.
And that's when the grip level goes way down, Adam, when somebody's pushing on your back bumper.
I'll say this, Joey Logano has worked with a lot of different drivers on track. Appears he has some options with that 22 early, Matt.
You go back to Daytona, Adam. Joey Logano was second in this very race car. It had a driveline vibration they can never diagnose. Brought it here. Similar driveline vibration, but they're not really that concerned. Advantage, though, for Logano, he's been very quiet on the radio. While there are teammates, like with the Dillon brothers and the Gibbs cars, Logano is the Lone Ranger, so he can pick and choose who he wants to draft off of and with.
And, Matt, you mentioned he was second at Daytona. Second to Chase Elliott. Started at the back after missing driver intros, but driver 88 has now worked his way to 19th. What do you see with Joey Logano here, Larry?
Well, we're seeing him just bump there with Ty Dillon. And we know that Aric Almirola here in the 98, Brendan Gaughan in the 62 got penalized for locking bumpers. Wayne Auton, series director for Xfinity Series, he told us they went back and looked at that last lap at Daytona and looked at it very closely, and the best they could conclude that Joey Logano is a master at not locking, but just continuing to do the bump, just to try to keep moving ahead.
And the two guys that were penalized early today, Brendan Gaughan, Aric Almirola, both have made their pit stop back on track. And for Almirola, the draft is coming quick, guys.
Yeah, this is what I talked about. This is the strategy the 62 played. Yeah, the 62 played the strategy of waiting as long as possible, staying in that lead draft. He's not going to go a lap down because he's back there with help. Almirola, on the other hand, is probably going to go a lap down because he pitted early. He doesn't have any help, and now they're on the same straightaway with the leaders.
But he'll get the free pass when we get that caution, so everything should sort out for him. What's Gahn thinking at this stage?
I mean, matter of fact, he shot me off him like 3 times, so I didn't block bumpers intentionally.
That's the tough part about it. He's the guy up front. Was it his fault? Probably not, but he's the innocent bystander in this. He's part of the push.
Frustration, Talladega, it's all part of the game, right? Both drivers have paid their debt and back on track. Fox NASCAR is presented by Can-Am Off-Road Vehicles. Can-Am, the ride says it all.
It's going to be right on.
Back live at Talladega Superspeedway, 9th race of the year for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. 18 laps complete. We take a look at our Ford Performance track facts. Joey Logano has won 2 of the last 4 Talladega races, 2012, 2015, getting the captain to victory lane last year. And the Ford's not too bad today. Ryan Reed hanging tough, good qualifying effort. He's 3rd. Jeb Burton up in the 6th position, and the aforementioned Joey Logano inside the top 12 and in that lead draft.
And there's Chase Elliott looking back from Eric Almirola. These guys are lapping cars. Right now, Almirola is the lucky dog, and he's need a big push from Chase Elliott because they're closing in on Brendan Gaughan to put him a lap down.
This is going to be really close. I think they're going to pass him, probably getting in, probably middle of turns 3 and 4, but Brendan appears that he's going to go a lap down and steal that lucky dog away from Eric Almirola.
The question would become, can Eric get up there and get by him to steal it back? He's in that second group. It's going to be tight here.
I just don't think he has enough time. I think Brendan's got a decent enough cushion as well. He's going to link onto the back of that pack as well.
And how about that? 3 seconds a lap is what that draft means to you. Watch some guys go by Brendan Gaughan in a car that could win this race. The one on the right, the 62, going that slow, he could win if he gets back in the draft.
So Gaughan has now gone a lap down, 1 lap to the competition caution, and I would say the early stages of this race have worked really good for Chase Elliott. Started at the back.
This would be the competition caution.
Wow, 1 lap, darn it, for Brendan Gaughan.
There's the competition caution. And I was just saying, Chase Elliott really moving through the field, Chris.
Boy, definitely moving quick, and that's a little bit off plan from what crew chief Dave Ellens was telling me. He said we were going to be patient these first 20 laps, let it kind of come to us. But Chase Elliott already moving halfway through the pack. So that 88 car really fast. Happy with the car here this afternoon.
His team trying to go back-to-back. Dale Jr. getting the victory last week at Richmond. Mentioned earlier in the show that Chase Elliott won the season opener in that 88 car down at Daytona International Speedway. And Joey Logano looking for his first win of the year, 11th at lap 20.
Now this is a little tight here on the exits of the corner. Can't find any car that's worth working with here yet.
He's looking for a partner. He's looking for somebody that's going to get his car up front. So, you know, he doesn't have teammates in this race. So it's a little bit different than what it is in the Cup Series. Essentially, he's going to look for anybody that's going to be able to move him forward.
And Denny, you made an interesting point at the start, how these tires will go off. He's already starting to complain a little bit about the handling of his car, not wanting to turn coming off the corners. So we'll come to pit road here, get some tires, make an adjustment, but that's a great thing to look forward to, what these crew chiefs decide to do for tires and strategy as the laps wind down.
Joey Logano good today. You would think he'll be good here tomorrow. Last time we came to Talladega with the Sprint Cup Series, it was Joey that got the checkered flag. And he'll be on track tomorrow afternoon, 12:30 Eastern Time. Our coverage begins on your local Fox station. As always, you can watch it on Fox Sports Go. It's the Geico 500, round 10 for NASCAR's Top Shelf. And my two partners here are going to be running tomorrow. Denny, you had a good qualifying effort. And Michael, congratulations. You're in the show.
Yeah, I'm ready to race. I got my peak antifreeze Toyota lined up for the race tomorrow, and I get to go mix it up with some of my heroes. I love NASCAR, and I'm glad I'm going to be out there with the boys.
All right, so to pay it off, Brendan Gaughan was the first car 1 lap down. It's official from NASCAR. He gets the free pass. Matt Tifft, Austin Dillon, Ryan Reed, Elliott Sadler, Eric Jones, the top 5 as we get set to come down pit road.
And by the way, I'm 1 for 59 here, so that's quite a record.
I tell you here, what I'm interested to see is what are these crew chiefs going to do? I know that they think that track position is super critical, but I can guarantee you some of these drivers right now, like Joey Logano, are saying, you know, I need 4 tires. If I'm going to maneuver around and get up front, I need tires.
Larry?
Yeah, what makes me nervous, we're probably going to see 33 drivers on pit road at one time. And if you have these mixed strategies, that's when cars start pulling out on other cars. And that's when the spotter really has to be on top of his game, what's happening on pit road.
It is good to make a pit stop here, though, under caution, under green. It's a little bit challenging, right?
Absolutely. I would much rather pit under the green conditions. You have a better chance to have an opening in, opening out. Here, especially with pit road speed being so fast, it's going to get crowded.
Here they are, Chris.
Yeah, Elliott Sadler, strong run in the top 4. Says he's got a fast race car. Overall, pretty happy with the car, but he just wants 2 things. He's wondering where his teammates are. He wants to see Justin Allgaier and Chase Elliott a little bit closer to the front with him. Also saying running that lower lane through the trioval car a little bit loose. Matt?
And looking at right side tires for the 16 of Ryan Reed, they were talking about having to take 6 seconds of fuel. The service already complete, Jamie.
Austin Dillon right sides only, happy with the car. The 18 and Matt Tifft right sides as well. He maintains the lead.
Right side tires, the name of the game. Eric Jones picks up a couple of spots, and that number 1 pit stall good for Matt Tifft. Holding serve there. 22 laps in at Talladega. We'll reset when we come back.
Monster Truck. We're a rock and roll band from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and we're here at Talladega with Brandon McReynolds in the number 24 car. We just put out a brand new record called Sitting Heavy, and we put the logo of our band on the hood, and we couldn't be more excited to be sponsoring his car in the race today. Hey, Brandon, you play any instruments growing up, man?
I played trombone, but I wasn't very good at it. I thought it sounded like a race car, but I'll stick to driving the 24 Toyota Camry with you guys on the hood.
Awesome, man. Good luck in the race.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Enjoy the race, folks.
Hey, it's been a good afternoon for Brandon McReynolds. 13th right now, and JGL, the team he's driving for, has had a car in the top 10 here the last couple of years, so he should be confident making his second career start.
And Denny, how important is it for a kid like Brandon, who hadn't been in a car in a while, to get through that first run? I mean, he saw it all, 3 and 4 wide. He hung tough, stayed in there. That's got to get some of the jitters out of his system so he can buckle down and go try to win this race.
He's doing all the right things. He's watching his competition. He's staying in line, holding a pretty wheel, and staying inside that top 15. He's given himself a shot to stick around at the end of the day, exactly what his dad told him to do.
I love golf.
A lot of NASCAR right now on Fox, but we're going to shift gears. U.S. Open Championship comes your way. It's June. The greatest golfers in the world converging on the historic Oakmont Country Club for the 116th U.S. Open. Live coverage begins Thursday, June 16th on FS1, continues through the final round on Sunday, June 19th on Fox. We're looking forward to that. You been to Oakmont? You guys played at Oakmont?
I have.
I haven't, but the only thing that is similar to my golf game to those guys is I can dress just like them.
You do look nice when you golf. What's going on down there with the 22, Matt? The car didn't take off at the start like we thought it would.
And they're adding some duct tape to that left front corner of the 22. Now keep in mind, as you can see them put that bear bond on that corner with some slight contact, the 22 of Logano and also the 3 of Dillon. By coming back down pit road and taking its lefts for Logano, it was right side tires for Dillon. That means from here on out, pit strategy wise, they can just 2-tire it and save a lot of time here on pit road.
Everybody playing the strategy game. And when you talked to the crew chiefs in the garage yesterday, most of them said a lot of right side tires. So we'll keep an eye on that as the afternoon continues. A couple other things to clean up. Ross Chastain had equipment out of the box. He drops to the tail for this restart. He'll be 24th. Brendan Gaughan got the free pass. He restarts 30th here. And Eric Almirola, first car 1 lap down. And we will see if we can get a quick caution, put that 98 back on the lead lap. You would think, restart here, guys feeling confident, we're going to get another caution. That's what Eric Almirola needs.
I don't see how we didn't get a caution in that first 15, 20 laps. Those guys were 4 wide, and it just looked like there was so much movement in the cars. You see them bouncing around and rolling through the tri-oval. I just think we're going to have to deal with that all day long, Adam.
Yeah, and the crew chiefs have now had a chance to adjust on their race cars. So, you know, these conditions is not what they practice in. The packs were smaller. Now the packs are larger. The temperatures are hotter. The driver is complaining a whole lot about the way his car was handling that first run. Now the crew chief's got to fix it. Let's see if it's right.
Joey Logano, too many men over the wall, drops to the rear for the restart. Green flag goes back in the air as we complete lap 25. Front row, Matt Tifft, Austin Dillon. Here we go once again at Talladega.
Tifft with a strong jump there. You know who likes seeing that strong start? It's Eric Jones, because he's going to be able to pull up on the inside of Austin Dillon, hopefully get that inside line and advantage. As we ran through that first green flag run, Adam, we saw the bottom line prevail. That's where the fast cars wound up. Be interesting to see if the top line can take over this time. And Denny, I got a question. How much you think it is just the cars in the certain line?
It makes a difference for sure. We've seen the Joe Gibbs Racing cars in the Xfinity Series and Cup Series. Once they get lined up and in a line, it's hard for the competition to get around them. So I like seeing those Gibbs cars at the bottom. Usually with the lower horsepower Xfinity cars, you want to be on the bottom.
I like when the big guns have to go to the back. Chase Elliott at the rear to start this thing has worked his way up to 14th. And on board with Joey Logano. After the penalty, he told us guys he's going to get aggressive, go to the front. He didn't waste any time once the green flag went back in the air.
Oh, look at this run.
Keep on going. Keep on going. You see the line up here. Here at D. Good.
Wow.
Clear high.
That's a running start, isn't it?
Yeah, he was on pit road making a late stop.
Down there.
They had a penalty at us.
You got the momentum to get around him. There you go.
Do you think there's any chance
down there,
Tab Boyd,
clear
his sponsor
one
there,
lane.
said, you know, you're catching them a little too quick. You might want to start going now.
Well, think about it. He was up on the outside 3 wide. Now he's down on the bottom. And look, he's halfway through the field already.
We saw what happened. Let's hear what the plan was before it was executed.
We wanted to take a look at it there. I feel like it's still structural. I think you can still draft with it. I don't think it happened because you were too aggressive or anything like that. It's still bolted together. Going to still be aggressive with it? Yes, sir. Still be aggressive with it.
Sounds like some ductwork came. What do you think? What did you hear there, Denny? Maybe he thought he hurt the ductwork by bump drafting?
Yeah, I mean, we saw him actually getting aggressive, pushing the cars in front of him really the entire race, but there must have been an instance there where we didn't see that he got into the car in front of him a little harder than what he thought, and I think the crew chief there was just giving him some affirmation that, hey, just keep doing what you're doing, the car will handle it.
We're talking a lot about the Ford of Joey Logano, and I know he's good here, but what about the Ford of Ryan Reed? Fast in practice, good in qualifying. He's leading this thing, guys, looking for his second career win.
What about that first career win? It was a career day. He won at Daytona on a last lap pass. That's one of the most special things to do in all of NASCAR.
Yeah, and if you look at Ryan Reed's finishes this year, he hasn't finished worse than 15th, but he hasn't finished like, you know, very many top 10s either. So he's just been very consistent. But I can guarantee you, he looked at the schedule, saw Talladega, and was like, I'm going to get my second career win right there.
I looked in that outside lane, Michael. I said, who is that pulling that group around? Jeremy Clements, young guy out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. This team has not had a lot of good things happen to them early in 2016, but the draft is the great equalizer and the underdog driving to the front.
And look at those cars he's got pushing him. Ty Dillon, championship contender. Cup winner Eric Almirola. I mean, that outside line's got a bunch of good heavy hitters in it, but look how fast the inside lane goes by.
Yeah, this is the key, though. When you can't push draft, you get that middle lane going. You can see Ryan Sieg right there going up through the middle. That middle lane can really make up a lot of ground as long as they get the air just right there. So you see some inside. Oh, we got. Wow, that was nearly big.
Whoa. The body language in the booth changed there between you two.
My left foot like hit the brake. Like it's hard for me to realize I can't control what's going on when I'm up here.
I thought I was going to get taken out for a minute myself.
That was almost the big one, and it was going to include the booth. just a tight hole that the 42 of Marks tried to get into there and decided at the last second maybe that wasn't a good idea. Watch these guys back up on him, and he did all he could do to miss the car ahead of him.
I don't know that Marks really wanted to be there, but the field just checked up so much in front of him. He didn't want to pound into the car in front of him, so he just decided to take the least resistance, and that was go to the inside.
And that was a great move. I mean, that move kept from having a big crash. Great move by Justin.
Now, Joey Logano continues to drive back to the front. 14th already, Matt.
That left front corner structurally sound, and they have repaired it with...
Big one! Oh, my goodness. The 25 hit hard. That's Chris Cockrum.
Gosh, that's a hard hit.
Scary, scary moment coming off of turn 2. Appeared to be the 52 of Joey Gase. Also got a piece of it damaged sitting inside.
Oh, that's
a great sign.
Unbelievable.
He was
running. Oh, yeah, killed it.
Joey Gase on the inside, and those cars
and you
running.
can see movement there too, Michael.
They were running inside the top 20, and when they dropped that window net, that tells us, and that tells the safety workers that Chris is okay. I know he's shaken up. That was a terrible crash.
Yeah, both these drivers going to have to go over to the infield care center and get checked out. But the fact there was movement inside the 52 of Joey Gase, and the window net is already down from that 25 of Chris Cockrum, really good sign, because that was a big time hit over on the back straightaway.
He's feeling it at this point.
Oh, just gingerly getting out of the car.
Cockrum, a 29-year-old out of Conyers, Georgia. Great to see him out of that race car.
And I guarantee you, Adam, he's never hit anything that hard before. Right there he is in the 25 car. You see Garrett Smithley right behind him there, giving him a bump draft. They're right behind Joey Logano.
I can almost tell you Yeah, the 0 turns right into the 25. The Joey Gase is just an innocent bystander here.
Oh, he just barely clipped that wall that jets out there, and that sent that car spinning like a top. Look at all the debris scattering. Smithley was just trying to help, and I think it pushed the 25 out a little bit, and when he tried to tuck back in line, it spun him around.
That's something as a driver you really got to be careful of. Coming off of the corners here where the banking falls away, the back of these cars get really, really light. So if you're, I mean, sometimes you don't even have to touch the driver in front of you, but if there's any contact at all, you're going to see a result like we just saw.
Such a tough break for Joey Gase. Remember last year, Michael, top 5 here at Talladega. High hopes for him today.
Jimmy Means Racing does such a great job and gives Joey Gase a chance to go out there and prove his talent. And he just was riding along. Nothing he could do about that. Winds up in the outside wall.
One more angle of the crash. Just had made the swing off of turn 2.
Look how close.
Thank the Lord for safer barriers. That's for sure. That was a tough angle. I tell you. That's one of the hardest hits you'll find in racing right there.
This will really show it.
Watch this 3,400-pound race car just pitched around.
See what it did to that right front tire? About ripped it off.
That's a testament to NASCAR for their safety that he was able to get out of that car like he did. He's going to be sore tomorrow, but at least he's able to get out under his own power.
You mentioned Garrett Smithley was behind him on track. Let's get team audio there.
Didn't touch him. I was out of the gas when he came around.
I think that's all right.
Yeah, JJ gave me a shot into, I think, the 62 going off into 1, and he backed off a little bit. They're all pretty aggressive, but
that's what I talked about. And you don't even have to touch the person. I thought he got into him. I could be wrong, but like I said, when the banking falls away off of turn 2 and off of turn 4, you have to give yourself just a little bit more room for error there.
And I try to explain to people all the time here at Talladega how much air can move a car around. I mean, you have to correct your car. You have to drive it to the right just because someone gets right up on you. And I think that's what people don't understand. Like, you're trying to drive your car and someone else at times is driving it for you.
It's our second caution of the day. The first came out at lap 20. That was a competition caution. NASCAR had to clean up the track last night after an ARCA event here at Talladega Superspeedway. I'm thinking, given the number of sets of tires, they just pitted 10 laps ago, I'm thinking everybody probably stays out here, I would guess.
They're staying out here for sure. Maybe the guys in the back just come in, get some fuel to give themselves a little bit more of a barrier there for a fuel window, but I don't see the front cars coming in at all.
And Adam, if you're one of those guys that are thinking about laying back and playing that strategy, this is a great time to come to pit road.
Yeah, the last thing I want to do is put my driver back in the eye of the storm. What's interesting, when they pitted, guys, that was with 91 laps to go. With enough cautions, you can make it on one more stop. And it looks like to me we've got a number of them that's probably just going to fill it up with fuel to make sure it's only one more stop.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're coming to pit road, and they're probably not going to put tires on. This is going to be a quick splash and go for most of the field.
The leader stayed out, but everybody else on pit road, Matt.
And Phil Gould told his driver, Ryan Reed, we'll be fine. Just hang in there. Everyone else, though, pitting the top off, especially the 48. Brennan Poole. Jamie?
Eric Jones happy with it. A splash and go for him. Austin Dillon, same thing. Car is good. Matt Tiff told him, get closer to the wall this time. Help us out. He did. He maintains and stays out front.
+1 for Matt Tiff, +1 for his teammate Eric Jones. The Gibbs guys doing their job on the pit lane. Free pass, Eric Almirola. He was the first car 1 lap down. Second caution of the day. Chris Cockrum, Joey Gase, hard hit on the back straightaway. Fox NASCAR, presented by Can-Am, is sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken, Colonel quality guaranteed. By Ford, we go further so you can. And by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Under caution for the second time today here at Talladega. Ryan Reed, Joey Logano stay out. They lead this race. Matt Tifft, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, the top 5. And one of the drivers involved in this, our second caution of the afternoon, Joey Gase. Chris Neville?
Yeah, Adam, Joey Gase had a strong finish here last year, but Joey, obviously problems early on in this race. Did you see anything developing there, or is it just wrong place, wrong time?
Yeah, I saw the 25 up there. Seemed like causing a lot of problems. And maybe the 0. So then I went to the inside, try to get by him because I knew something was going to come. And then sounds like the 0, just making rookie mistakes and pushing for no reason and spun him into me. I couldn't see anything. He just cut across me. So.
Thanks, Joey. Good to see you're okay.
All right, thanks, Chris. And here's the replay one more time. Joey Gase, wrong place, wrong time.
I think the fact that Cockrum went up and then tried to come back down, and I can't argue with Joey Gase. It looked like the 0 was into the back of the 25, and just a combination of two guys doing two different things caused him to spin around. But man, when you race this close at Talladega, what do you expect?
We established you guys are ready for golf, the U.S. Open. What about this? The summertime, some of the biggest names in soccer converge on the United States for the 100th anniversary of one of the world's biggest tournaments. Coverage of the Copa America Centenario begins June 3rd across the networks of Fox Sports. So Ryan Reed stayed out. So did Joey Logano. Good track position here, but they've been fighting that thing today, Matt.
And Brian Wilson, we were talking about the damage to the nose. What is it, and are you confident you're fine?
Yeah, we're confident with it. We looked at all the video that we've got and all the pictures we have. We feel like it's structurally sound. It's still bolted together on the backside. It's just the front side that split apart a little bit. So felt like that was our chance to take the time, clean everything up, and I'm sure Joey's going to fight back and get us plenty of track position.
Technology found and then confirmed the damage. Manufacturers take pictures of the noses of the race cars on the track during practice and during the race. That's where they found it. And Ryan Flores, the tire changer, when they took the left front off, he poked his head. He has a camera on his helmet, poked his head inside the wheel well, looked around. That way they could play that back just to make sure nothing else was broken inside that left front.
Good report, Matt. And for Joey Logano, the experiment continues. Still trying to find a good drafting partner.
Well, he may not mean much if he gets out up front. I know for a fact that Joey's one of the best in the series, both in the Xfinity and Sprint Cup series, of playing the line game, getting out front, and when the lines start coming, either the high line or the low line, he uses his spotter and his mirrors to make sure he stays up front.
And every lap that they can, these drivers are saving fuel. That's what you heard Logano doing, shutting his engine down and coasting, because you never know when you're going to need a little bit of gas, and any gas you save on the track, that's less time you spend on pit road.
And I'm willing to bet he's not only doing that to save gas, but he's also doing it to cool his engine. You can get a lot of temperature out of these motors by shutting your engine off. So it's not just a fuel game, but it's also a temperature.
Ryan Reed, the control car, chooses the inside lane. He's led 8 laps today. Logano is not led at all. Green flag as we complete lap 36. Tifft and Eric Jones right behind the Ford duo.
See a great restart there from the outside line. Joey may have an opportunity to get down. He does now, so he's going to clear those
you're
two
clear
cars
everywhere.
behind.
He pushed away. You're clear bottom and top. 16 advantage. 20 is going to have advantage. He's got the 1 knocking him. 20 advantage. 20 advantage.
How do you like that description? Knocking him. That's what we're going to see here, especially as these laps wind down. They're going to really push and shove to try to gain an advantage. And look at the guy in the 3rd position on the outside. That's our birthday boy, Elliott Sadler. We know he's going to be tough today. He's put himself right in the position to do that.
And look at the guy that was leading on the restart. Ryan Reed got pushed to the middle and went in the wrong direction in a hurry, Denny.
Wrong line, you're going backwards. And unfortunately for Ryan, he's still got plenty of time to get that back. But I tell you, it's hard to beat these Cup guys when it comes to restarts. They know where to put themselves. The spotters that help them get cleared, it's just it's a game changer.
Logano back where he's very comfortable at Talladega, in the lead. Let's go back and see what happened to Ryan Reed here. Here he is He had already lost the top spot on the restart. You see Joey Logano out front.
Yeah, and he just has to, you need to play defense here and maybe block off Matt Tifft down on the bottom of the racetrack. He decided to try to side draft off Jones, and that was a bad decision.
I'll tell you what I see here. It's all about formation. Restarts on super speedways is about which line forms up best. That line will always prevail, and it just was the outside that time.
But he's fallen back in line. He's inside, just outside the top 10, giving a big push to, oh man, that's so risky. Giving that push to Brennan Poole. You can see the 48 up on the outside of Brandon McReynolds. McReynolds has been in the top 10, 12 all day long. What an impressive run for the youngster.
A lot of inexperience right here. John West Townley, you talk about Brennan Poole on board here with him. He's a rookie, so is Brandon Jones right in front of him. Ryan Reed hasn't spent a lot of time in this series.
They're stacked up too. That's what's so hard when the momentum.
Top 3, top 2 now.
When the momentum comes, that's when things seem to happen because it just gets so tight when they push up on each other.
Good news after that last caution. Chris Cockrum has come from the infield care center. That is great, Chris.
He has, and he looks like he's in pretty good shape. Chris, very scary contact out there. When you got sideways, what'd you see?
Well, it's still early in the race. We were just biding our time riding. We were just settling in a good spot to stay in the main draft, and we're coming through 1 and 2, and I guess I got a bump from behind exiting the corner, and the car just got light and spun around. Unfortunately, I don't know who I hit and took with me as I was spinning, but I'm sorry to them guys, but then I just braced for impact, and when I hit, it knocked the air out of me, but with all the safeties NASCAR's implemented, I'm able to walk away, and I feel fine right now, but I'm sure in a day or two I'll feel it. But I can't thank Jeff Spraker and all my guys enough. They worked their tails off, and to get taken out around lap 30, it's just, you know, we're underfunded. We don't run that many races. This is our 4th race this season, so I just feel bad for my guys.
Just a testament to the safety of these cars and the safer barrier.
Third caution of the day, Chris.
Here, just come to a stop when you can.
It's a smoker. B.J. McLeod was 27th in the running order on the lead lap.
What a tough deal for Chris Cockrum and that whole team. Like he talked about, it's an underfunded team. They come here with such high hopes. They know this is an opportunity for them to be the Cinderella story. We see it every year. You look at the top 10 finishing positions at Talladega in the Xfinity Series, and you're like, wow, look at the great run that guy had. They wanted that to be them today, and unfortunately ended early.
There's plenty more stories out there like Garrett Smithley, like Benny Gordon, Ross Chastain, who have that same dream, and they're going to keep chasing that dream.
Under caution, and while we were talking to Chris Cockrum, Brandon Jones took over the race lead. It's he, Joey Logano, Eric Jones, Ryan Reed, Elliott Sadler, the top 5. 41 of 113 laps complete for the Xfinity Series at Talladega. Aerial coverage today provided by Goodyear. Superior performing tires to face challenging conditions on the track and on the road. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. Brandon Jones out front. Good to see the youngster doing good. Runner-up here last fall when we came to Talladega in the Camping World Truck Series.
You know, we talked earlier, is the inside line the preferred line? And we thought maybe that's just whatever cars are there. You could see Logano clearly had the lead and was getting a great push by Eric Jones from behind, but the outside just drove around him. A big push by Ryan Reed. That 16 car is fast, and Jones took advantage of it. Watch how tight they are, but yet look on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, what this tells me is maybe there's more to that damage that meets the eye. All it takes is a small hairline crack in that front bumper, and the drag on this car could go up dramatically. So it'd be interesting to see if there's more to it. But what I saw with that is that the 16 got shuffled out, got back about 15th, and drove right back to the front. So like you said, he's got a very fast Ford.
He won at Daytona last year and has led 8 laps today.
All right, guys, I just totally messed up. I was trying to follow the 22's draft and left the bottom open. So I cost us that position.
Good, man. We got plenty of time.
I love that. We're learning. We make a mistake, we learn from it, we don't let it happen again.
Yeah, a little miscue. No confidence lost. Ryan Reed still right where he needs to be. But it's Brandon Jones, the rookie from Atlanta, Georgia, leading at Talladega. Fox NASCAR, presented by Can-Am, is sponsored by Bud Light. Raise one to right now. Getting ready for the restart at Talladega for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Running 18th is Brandon McReynolds. And he got a little pep talk from his father, Fox's own Larry McReynolds, in our race day earlier today from here at Talladega.
All right, Brandon, I know you can probably repeat all this in your sleep because we've been going over it all week long, but I'm going to give it to you one more time. This is my last opportunity. Focus on the things you can control. Never let your guard down. Your best friend is your spotter, Roman Pemberton, and also that double yellow line. No mistakes on pit road, but my number one thing to tell you, buddy, have fun. I'm proud of you. I love you, buddy.
All right, love you too. Yeah, we'll try to mix it up, try to make you proud, Dad, and we'll see you here in a little bit.
A great moment, and Brandon doing a great job in his first Xfinity start here inside the top 20, Chris.
Very strong run here inside the top 20. Very calm and cool on the radio. He has said that the car a little bit tight in the draft, and then that back end just gets a little bit nervous and edgy on him. They've only taken fuel on the stops here. The team's saying on that next stop, they're going to put tires on that car, try and settle that car down a little bit for the second half of this race.
We'll keep an eye on the 24 car when we go back green. Tonight, Premier Boxing Champions brings you the long-awaited rematch of the 2011 Fight of the Year as Victor Ortiz and Andre Berto add another chapter to one of the most intense fights of the decade. It all starts tonight, 8 Eastern Time, only on Fox. You can watch it live at Fox Sports Go. It's Andre the Beast Berto against vicious Victor Ortiz. Set the DVR, okay, Denny?
I'll do it.
Well, this is your first time up here. You're a rookie, but as you know, we like to have you guys up here and then in turn give back to your foundation. What do you guys have going on right now, Denny?
So excited about it. We have a lot of events that go on each year. A lot that Michael actually plays in. The Pro-Am Jam down in Charleston, South Carolina in October. But go to the DennyHamlinFoundation.org and donate. Cystic fibrosis is the main benefactor of our foundation. My cousin has cystic fibrosis. It directly affects our family, and they're so close to a cure, and we donate to that research. So beyond that, we go to the Victory Junction Gang Camp and give some to them. The St. Jude Children's Hospital. There's a lot of kids that really benefit from our foundation.
And in turn, he donates to the Waltrip Brothers Foundation as well, and we benefit MRO, Feed the Children, a bunch of great causes, and the teams or the drivers all try to help each other's charities out because it's so important to us to be able to give, and Denny does a great job. We had a short track race we ran for a few years with him, and that was a lot of fun, and now the golf tournament's a great cause, and it raises a lot of money for the cystic fibrosis research.
It shocks me that the two of you use golf to raise money, you know?
Shocking.
BJ McLeod, the reason for our third caution, he did go to the infield care center. That's mandatory if you can't drive the car back to the garage, but he has been released. He is fine. And we're 44 laps in of the 113 that make up today's 300-miler. It's Fox NASCAR from Talladega, presented by Can-Am. Brandon Jones leads. Joey Logano is second. Eric Jones, Ryan Reed, Elliott Sadler, the top 5. Going on back through the top 10. Justin Allgaier is 6th. Haven't said his name a lot today. Pole sitter Matt Tifft is 7th. Mario Gosselin inside the top 10 is 8th. Then it's the Dillon brothers, Austin and Ty, 9th and 10th respectively.
Mario Gosselin, one of the greatest short track racers I've ever seen. He's been on the circuit for many years, and I've been watching the scoring mount. He's been in the top 10 more laps than he hasn't. He's just done a great job holding a great wheel, and be great to see him have a good finish.
Yeah, it's always fun. You talked about it earlier, Denny, when we see these Cinderella stories jump up into the top 10, and we see them a lot at Talladega, and it's fun to talk about it.
Pit road is open. Not many takers, although Mario Gosselin taking advantage of the opportunity to come and get service at lap 44. Fox NASCAR, presented by Can-Am, is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. We've cleaned up our third caution of the day, about to go green once again. We remind you of this. May is Mental Health Month. Fox Sports Supports is proud to team up with NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and their commitment to improving the lives of families and those affected by mental health conditions. Learn more about how to be stigma-free and visit foxsportssupports.com. Joey Logano going to restart up inside the top 5 on the front row, but he saw something interesting in that last run.
Yeah, but NASCAR was cool with the 33 to 16, whatever they were doing. What did it look like? They didn't say a word, but it sure was aggressive in my book. But I didn't hear them say anything. Did you down there, guys? No, I didn't hear anything about that. Okay.
And remember, while the 16 and the 33 were doing something aggressive, Logano was getting a great bump push. Look at Erik Jones working over that back bumper. He's able to just bounce off of him, but yet the outside duo went around him. I think that's what Logano was wondering, how they were able to pull that off.
Logano's one of the best at it, though.
Yeah.
So, you know, he should know what's good and bad.
What I actually saw, it looked like they locked, but it was for a very brief moment. There was a little bit of an air gap there, a little bit more than Joey probably saw for sure.
Joey Logano, this is Talladega, right?
Yes.
At the front, at the back. At the front, he's going to go back again. There's going to be another blip on the radar for Logano before the day's done, I would guess. So today it's 300 miles. Tomorrow, 500. The Geico 500, 12:30 Eastern Time, your local Fox station. You can stream it over at Fox Sports Go. Fellas, you ready? For you, Michael, your 60th, 6-0 starts here in Alabama.
Yeah, and I can't wait. It's going to be my favorite one of them all because I got a car that I think I can run up in the front with and just have a fun time. I'm so thankful I get a chance to race with these boys. It's the best drivers in the world, and I'm right out there in the middle of them.
It's going to be great to race with you. I know just a couple years ago, me and you came off turn 4, battling 3 and 4 wide to the line, and you actually got the best of me that day. So Michael can still get it done for sure.
Getting ready for the restart.
And on the other side of that spectrum, Brandon Jones, 19 years old from Atlanta, Georgia. He's leading at Talladega. That's amazing. It's a great racetrack, isn't it?
Outside of him, Joey Logano, Erik Jones, Ryan Reed, Justin Allgaier, the top 5 as we're green once again.
Looks like the inside line is slightly better formed up right here. They got a few more cars in it. But it's going to be close. I think these two are going to be side by side here for a while.
You know what I'm going to be interested to see is what Jones versus Logano can do. We wondered if maybe Logano didn't have the speed to pull a line out front, but the fastest car we've seen all day is a 16. The second car on the outside, Ryan Reed. And can he push Logano ahead of the pack?
You know who's back in the game? Look about 5 or 6 deep inside. That would be Aric Almirola. Lost the lap early when he was penalized, got the free pass, and here they are, a player.
I just don't think the 22's got the power to stay up there. It doesn't look like. He keeps getting shuffled back.
What's the story on the 98, Chris?
Well, the story of this race is turning around, definitely for Aric Almirola. Went down a lap early because of that penalty, but he said before the race, yesterday in practice, he had a strong car. It pushed well, it sucked up well. He was even able to pull out and get around some guys. He said, the one thing I need to look for in this race is some Ford partners. He said he talked to Joey Logano and Jeb Burton right now, looking for those guys on the racetrack.
My advice, hook up with Ryan Reed. The 16 has been by far and away the most impressive Ford today, I think.
Yeah, and he's doing all he can to get Joey Logano pushed back up to the front. But right now, the inside line's pulling away. You could see the one car up there, Elliott Sadler. Just keep that name in mind. He's been around the top 5 all day long. He knows how to get it done here at Talladega. He's in a position not only to win the race, but to punch his ticket to the chase.
Yeah, and if you look at Elliott Sadler's record at this racetrack, it may not have a bunch of wins, but his stats and his overall average finish is as impressive as anyone. So he knows how to get it done, and this racetrack's no different.
Must be some birthday synergy there. You're selling him hard today.
Oh, man, I believe in him, and I love him, and I'd love to see him win on his birthday. That'd be one of the coolest celebrations ever.
Jeb Burton, 13th right now, Matt.
Brandon Jones, the leader in the 33 car, continues to just show so much poise. Impressive here last October, finishing second in the truck race. A big advantage for him. He learned so much working with Kyle Larson, Sprint Cup spotter, especially concerning side drafting. Today it's Rick Corelli, Kurt Busch's spotter. The issue, though, his car works so much better out front. It's a better of a leader versus sucking up.
Yeah, he's doing an outstanding job, Matt. And the more laps he logs out front, the higher his confidence level goes. Before long, he's going to feel like, I'm not just here to survive, I'm here to win this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, he's really had some strong runs so far this year, so this is no exception. I tell you, one of the crew members on my team, Johnny Farino, is actually neighbors with Brandon Jones. I know he really likes that kid, and obviously he's done great things with that team this year.
It's amazing how prepared, Adam, these kids are when they show up for these opportunities. I mean, Brandon's 19, and yet he's out there like a veteran. He just passed Joey Logano. He's leading at Talladega. That's going to be a name I think you're going to say for a long time to come in NASCAR. The kid's got the talent.
One thing I see is that outside line is starting to form, and Joey's starting to come back up top. He's already right beside the 4th position, so Ryan Reed and him are starting to work well together. They're starting to figure out how much they can push, how much they can bump, and I would say it ain't going to be too long before they're going to be up beside that 33.
And not too far back behind that lead group of cars, the 98 of Eric Almirola. We talked about the yo-yo day for him, but right now he's in the 9th position.
Tell him to take a chill pill, man. Take a chill pill. We're fine right here. Tell him not to be freaking out. He's running into me every corner. Yeah, 10-4, that's more coming from the car behind him is all up on him.
Hey, and I wonder that, Denny. How much do you think you can blame hitting the car ahead of you on the guy behind you? Can he truly push you into the guy ahead of you, or can you control that somewhat?
He can, but he's going to have to drag a lot of brake to not do it. And in turn, you're probably going to end up causing a wreck. So it's best to just kind of keep that domino effect going forward if you can, as long as you can keep it in control.
And you got to appreciate what Almirola is saying. He's just saying, let's just chill right now. We're in a good spot. Don't be bump drafting me. We saw when a bump draft goes wrong already what the results can be. Almirola doesn't want any part of that.
You know, last year the draft tracks did not go good for Daniel Suarez in his rookie campaign. Top 10 at Daytona, but watch this running outside the top 12 right here.
He gets really close to Bubba Wallace in that same spot that Chris Cochran and those guys had trouble. So the cars just get so light there. You got to be ultra careful. The only difference is there's a little bit more experience in those two cars. That's why there wasn't a wreck.
Yeah, and John West Townley did a great job of avoiding running in to the 19. Look at him get on the brake.
Stacking up in front.
That was just a heads-up move.
We've had a couple of near misses today. Could have easily had 4 or 5 cautions, only 3. What's the story on Suarez? 15th right now, Jamie.
Well, in pre-race, Daniel told me his plan was to stay up front with his 2 teammates, but they broke that plan on the last stop. His crew chief, Scott Graves, decided to take 4 tires. We haven't seen that much today. He wanted to mix up the strategy. He wants to be able to take 2 tires later when others perhaps may need to take 4. He restarted 29th, and he's been battling his way all by himself.
And he was the only Gibbs car, Jamie, that had a chance at Daytona. Remember, Bobby Labonte was driving the 18, Eric Jones in the 20. They were involved in that early crash, taken out of the equation today. For Suarez, he's actually got some potential drafting help, and he can't get up there to him.
Wow, look at that view.
I just got to wonder if it wouldn't be better for the 16 to be out front. Of course, it'd be very hard for them to switch positions. The 22 would go nearly to the rear. But I just wonder how much damage on that nose is keeping them, that outside line, from making a run up front.
Well, something's holding Joey back. We know it isn't his attitude. He said, I'm going to charge from the word go. He wants to drive up there and take the lead away from Brandon Jones, but he just can't get it done. Looks like maybe is there just a bit of damage on that left front fender? Something looks strange there.
Yeah, and if there's anything flared out, it may be some bare bond or something that they have that they piece the nose together. And if anything is flared out like that, it's not good. So they want to keep that streamlined as possible. Yeah, you can see just a little piece of bare bond right there that the team has put on. I don't know how much it's hurting that car, but it certainly is not helping it.
They're trying to make it work in that outside lane, Matt.
Part of the repair job when he was on pit road earlier in this event. And Joey did ask his team how much it was sticking out, because he could feel in the car just slightly some of that drag.
Look at the guy down inside of him here, Ty Dillon. Haven't talked about him a lot today. Runner-up last week at Richmond. Sat on the pole at Daytona. We know RCR loves this kind of racing. He is really doing a good job. Seems to be finding his way here in 2016.
We have to just put a star beside Richmond because that's when Ty Dillon's season turned the corner. He had a chance to win that race on the last corner. He was going to have to bounce off Dale Jr.'s bumper to do it, but he was there, and he's there again today.
Closing on halfway here at Talladega. Brandon Jones leads Eric Jones. Then it's Elliott Sadler, Matt Tifft, and Joey Logano. Don't forget about Ryan Reed, Eric Almirola, Benny Gordon now in the top 10. It's Fox NASCAR coverage presented by Can-Am. Garbage Time with Katie Nolan has been called epic, witty, and refreshing, and the future of sports TV. Don't miss the season premiere of the Emmy-nominated sensation. It's Wednesday, midnight Eastern and Pacific, only on FS1. Speaking of Garbage Time, I thought we were going to have it here. I thought we were just going to wreck the field and trash all these race cars because they're getting after it here in the middle stages.
I tell you, one thing that is so key to getting a good restart is anticipation. This is Brandon Jones giving Eric Jones a hand, letting him know, okay, I haven't gone yet, but you need to start creeping up on my rear bumper to give me that shove out front. That's why those two cars are up front right now.
And the car that's making me nervous is Joey Logano. I just think that car with the damage on the nose of Joey Logano has hurt his speed, and Ryan Reed has the fastest car in town. He's given him a bunch of aggressive pushes, and it's causing havoc in that outside lane, but they're starting to make some progress.
What about it, Matt?
And Joey Logano pinned on that outside, trying to make some headway, trying to pull up alongside and stall out the cars on the inside. Now relying on his spotter, Tab Boyd, for more information.
Tab, let me know where the inside car of the 16 is so he doesn't get pulled back. I need to suck other cars back depending on where he is.
Trying to help the guy behind him, that's Ryan Reed. What he wants to know is where Ryan is in relation to the car on the inside.
I love the communication there, and we said it earlier.
Breaking your plane, and now you're good on the 98. They're door to door behind you, door to door.
I just got to wonder how much patience the 16 is going to have. I mean, you know, there's only so long that he's going to push and realize that, look, we're just not going anywhere, so I've got to make a move one way or another. I mean, it seems like they're getting up beside the fourth place car, and then that's about as good as they've been. So the 16 knows he's got a fast car. It's just like, how long do you want to wait behind that 22 that clearly has damage that's hurting him?
We're past halfway. 53 to go. It's Fox NASCAR. Let's crank it up on a Saturday afternoon in Alabama.
You can. 05, who was following the 11, fell back and lost the draft. So we'll just keep pushing these guys along. Still 2 by 2. 11 fading a little bit. 2 to. Has advantage on the bottom. He's broke the plane of you to your door. Front. Now quarter again. Outside. His front bumper's on the 98 door. Still quarter by quarter, next 6 cars in front of you. Still 2 wide. Yeah, get up.
That makes me nervous.
You can just feel the speed here at
feel
Talladega.
the speed and see the intensity, how much pushing and bumping is going on, how much the 22 of Logano with that bit of front end damage is haltering the progress of that outside line, but yet Ryan Reed showing a lot of patience here, giving the push, giving the shove that he needs to, but not going too far with it.
I mentioned we're past halfway. 50 to go. When does the impatience really start to give up, Denny?
By the looks of the 16, it's really starting to come. I mean, typically what my mindset is inside that final fuel run, I need to put myself in the top 5 or 6 cars. That gives me the best chance because as you can see, when these two lines get lined up, you really can't go anywhere. You know, the guys on the outside, they really can't go 3 wide high. They'll just get hung out and go to the back of the pack. So you're almost in a roadblock here where you can't go anywhere. So I'm just wondering when the 16 decides to jump ship here and say, this plan isn't working, I've got to try to maybe put the 22 3 wide middle.
Frustration maybe starting to build. It's a traffic jam at 190 miles per hour live at Talladega, Alabama.
Welcome back to Talladega Xfinity Series racing on Fox. We are green, 46 laps to go. Some Can-Am strategy here, Larry McReynolds. What are the guys thinking?
I don't know if I'm going to call this strategy. When I look at Joey Logano and Ryan Reed, they have not been to pit road since lap 22 and 24. Now, with the 14 cautions we've had with them, they're going to be able to run just north of lap 71 or lap 73. Well, what makes me nervous, they're in the outside line. How are they going to get to the bottom? Everyone else, for the most part, can run to about lap 80 if we stay green.
Yeah, that outside line hasn't been friendly, Adam, to the drivers all day today. Brandon Jones led more laps than anyone else. Right now, he's out front.
Yeah, 28 laps out front for Brandon Jones. Next in line in that category, another young gun, Matt Tifft, who started on the pole, led 21 laps early. Larry mentioned it. You talked about it during the break. You got to pit. You're in the outside lane.
Yeah.
This is a recipe for a disaster. They just dodged one bullet getting around the lap traffic. This pit stop, a totally different deal.
Yeah, when they get inside 10 laps to go, when the crew chief lets them know that, look, you're within 10 to go, you need to start finding the bottom. So if there's any gap in the bottom cars, you'll see that 22 and or 16 fill that gap and kind of abort the mission that they're on right now. Otherwise, they're going to have to let that entire outside line go, drop to the back of this pack and pit.
You remember we had a big crash here just a year ago when guys were trying to orchestrate getting to pit road. It's not as easy to do as you'd think. You've got to have great communication with your spotter. And right there, you're going to come off that corner running over 180 miles an hour and try to make a left onto pit road. You've got to know what the cars around you are doing.
And it's because everyone's let-off point coming into pit road is different. Some of these experienced Cup drivers that do this on a weekly basis know that they can carry more speed on the pit lane. So they come off turn 4, carry the throttle a little bit longer, then get to the brakes. Well, if they have someone less experienced in front of them, that's where the disaster starts, is that they're checking up early. Oh, we almost see Eric Jones get a little sideways there. But, I mean, it's just that's inexperience is what makes for those big ones coming on pit road.
Most of the guys up front last pitted at lap 33. For Logano and Ryan Reed, it was 24 and 22. They likely need to pit together, so they've got drafting help coming off. Green flag pit stops when we return. Fox NASCAR, presented by Can-Am, is sponsored by Dodge.
40 laps to go for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, Talladega Superspeedway with Michael Waltrip, Denny Hamlin. I'm Adam Alexander. Thanks for being with us on a Saturday afternoon on Fox. Brandon Jones is a rookie. He's the race leader. Behind him, another rookie in Eric Jones.
What a move.
And Logano diving down because he's got to get to pit road. So does Ryan Reed, though, guys. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's a move he had to make. The trouble is, yeah, Ryan Reed needs to get right behind the 98 before that hole closes up. He needs to check up right here just to ensure he can get down.
He's not going to make it. Oh, there he goes, slowing down.
Below the O-line.
Oh, there he goes.
4600 all green.
Look at that mess.
All right, 4600 all green. Do not slide on. Starts now.
Okay, we know Ryan Reed has slid him. He needs to get 4 tires. Definitely lost the right front on that entry.
Here they come, Matt.
Telling Joey Logano not to slide his tire. They're going to go on the crew chief chassis adjustment on the 22. Meanwhile, they had planned on pitting with the 43 of Jeb Burton. Conversations between Brian Wilson and Drew Blickensderfer of those two camps. Waiting on fuel, he is away.
All the Fords came together. And now they're trying to execute the left side tires, it looks like, on Ryan Reed. He pulls away.
Yeah, that was actually a good move by the Fords to pit together, because also it allowed the 16 to get down when he didn't have a spot there.
Boy, there was a near miss, though. One car dove to the bottom of the racetrack and was actually on pit road.
Eric Jones sliding his tires there.
He was on the entrance to pit road and then shot back up on the track, and you saw Jones was, it looked like just a right front tire that he slid there, so maybe, Chris, 2 tires will work on that car.
And Elliott Sadler coming to pit lane. His crew chief, Kevin Meendering, telling him, don't slide the tires. You've got a bunch of freshmen around you, so be careful. Got to be just 2 tires on the stop. The only time they've taken tires today. Jamie?
Well, you guys heard it there. Eric Jones was going to take rights. The call is 4 tires taking extra time on pit road. For Eric Jones making his second stop. Here's his teammate Matt Tipp, first race here at Talladega. You see left sides there as well, and their teammate Daniel Suarez too.
Oh, that's a tough break for the 20 car. That's the same thing that I did in the Daytona 500. I'm out front. I come on for the last pit stop of the day. I slide them. I tell my crew chief, which either the spotter, Chris Lambert, who is my spotter, told the crew chief, or Eric came on and says, I slid the tires. We got to make an audible here and take 4 tires. That's going to really hurt him here, because you want to come off pit road in the top 5, like I talked about on that last fuel pit stop.
More scheduled stops, Matt.
The 3 car locked him up, overshot his pit. Now he's trying to put it in reverse. Now the crew guys are having to push his Camaro back into the pit box. So much time lost here. This could hurt him not teaming back up with his drafting partners. Meanwhile, service is already complete on Brandon Jones. He's pulling away.
And it looked like Brandon Jones exited the plan perfectly, getting on and off the pit lane. He was the leader when the scheduled cycle of stops began. And we're getting a report that J.J. Yaley in the 44 too fast exiting. So a host of mistakes on this cycle of green flag pit stops.
Yeah, we don't know what the repercussion of those mistakes could be yet. Some guy could blow a right front tire if he slid it and his team didn't call the audible and get tires. We'll have to wait and see.
Jeremy Clements is not pitted. He is scored as the race leader. And this is what it's like coming down under green at Talladega. Look out, that was tight. Benny Gordon shooting up through the middle. Fox NASCAR, presented by Can-Am, is sponsored by Cialis and by Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling. I know you guys are ready for this. June, the greatest golfers in the world converge on the historic Oakmont Country Club for the 116th U.S. Open Championship. Live coverage begins Thursday, June 16th on FS1, continues through the weekend. The final round Sunday, June 19th on Fox. You're going to watch it at Fox Sports Go. Oakmont, what a great venue.
Be interesting to see if Jordan Spieth can overcome that major disappointment at Augusta.
Hey, Mike, look at my horse. Look where he's been 20th all day. And Chase Elliott here shortly, he's in the second spot. He must have got on and off pit road really, really fast. I tell you, he's just, that's some of that Cup experience, getting on and off pit road. You were talking about it before the race started. You rather pit when the pit road is less crowded. You don't want to come with the pack. And I think that's probably what they did.
Talking about stretching your fuel mileage, that's what Jeremy Clemens is doing, and he is leading this race. But Chase Elliott is closing. There you see Clemens in the middle of that 3-car draft.
Clemens will have to pit in about 10 laps. All right, so now our Can-Am Ride of the Week, and we got our money's worth on this one. Guys coming down pit road, scheduled stops, getting off the banking, and watch the 14 of Benny Gordon.
The C's parted, and he cut that car to the right and didn't run into the back of Logano. Wow.
He's thinking right there, hey, Fords, if you had a plan, you should have let me know, because I was right in the middle of it. So great driving by Benny Gordon. He's another one of those great short trackers that does a great job on these super speedways.
And should confirm Ryan Reed, who did lock up the tires, thought he might have to take 4.
Watch the one outside of you. Watch one outside of you. At your mark. Now.
Ryan Reed did get right side tires only. And the other thing to think about here, these could be the last pit stops we'll have today. Hope all the lug nuts are on these cars. We know the rule. If they're not, you can be in big trouble post-race.
I tell you, the 43s, they just got a little bit worse. He had improper fueling, I believe, on his first pit road penalty. Comes in through the pass-through, too fast exiting.
There comes Clemens, our leader, to pit road. Good job by that team to get some laps led here at Talladega. Hopefully a smooth pit stop here, and he can get back into contention for this race. So that turns the lead over to Joey Logano again. Logano just got around Chase Elliott in this snarling pack.
Yeah, but we've seen, Mike, that 22 has had a really tough time holding that lead. So I'd say he's probably the most vulnerable of the pack that's out there right now. They want to see the 22 out front on the bottom, because even though the bottom has been the most dominant lane, he's probably got the weakest car. So it'd be a little bit easier for the competition here to make a run on him.
This is an important part of the race, what we see happen here. We've talked about Logano not having the speed to lead the pack. Eric Almirola is up on the outside leading that group. We haven't seen a ton of speed from Eric all day long. Can they push up there and get the lead away from Logano? This thing is getting intense.
And look at all the big names at the front, the Cup regulars. You mentioned Joey Logano, Austin Dillon behind him. Talked about Eric Almirola. Chase Elliott is there. The guys that could very well be at the front tomorrow, out front now. And here we go. Ryan Reed spins, 4th caution of the afternoon.
Just 1 car in and 1 here. All right, you're good. Nothing's coming now. Just try to get it back going here.
Mike, that's tough. It's one of our fastest cars that we've seen all day right there. Ryan Reed, the guy that's been up front most of the day, in trouble here in turn 1.
It's like maybe the right rear tire went down. That's a strange. Oh, probably got a little help.
He just pushed you, got you out of shape.
One zig, one zag there, Mike.
It looked just like the crash off turn 2. We saw Cochran go high.
Picked you up instead of shoving you forward. He said he was sorry, but just get it back over
went
there.
low, and it caused an accident. Same thing here.
A lot of time at the front today for Ryan Reed. Was running in the 19th position when he hit the wall.
Luckily, not a ton of damage on that number 16 car. Get to pit road, maybe get some tires, and I know it. He's not going to be able to win with that damage, but he can certainly get a finish out of it.
All right, so 26 cars are on the lead lap. Get our 4th caution. Going to get a restart. Less than 25 laps to go. This ought to be pretty good, Larry.
Well, we've got 26 drivers on the lead lap, and with all those green flag stops when they happen, everyone should be able to make it to the end. Now, that does not mean some of the drivers at the back of the lead lap cars may not come and get 4 fresh tires. And the other thing I love to do, Denny and Michael, keep a fuel load in that car. That keeps that old rear spoiler down out of the air.
And, you know, there were a number of drivers that had some kind of issue on that cycle of green flag pit stops that were back off of that lead draft. This caution going to bunch them all back together.
I don't know if I can take it.
I mean, we already had 27 cars within a second and a half, so it's, wow, adding more cars to the field, this is definitely going to get intense.
Saw Ryan Ellis had stalled out. There's the damage for Ryan Reed. Crew going to work. I'm looking at this: Joey Logano, Austin Dillon, Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez back up there. Brendan Gaughan now in the top 5. He was penalized early in this race. Still anybody's guess what's going to happen here.
Those two had trouble early. We talked about you want to have your trouble early on these types of racetrack. They did. They battled back, and now we got two guys. Now, Brendan, we all know he's had a tough time finishing these races, so right now he's looking at, let's get to the checkered flag.
And there's some other great stories in the top 10, top 15. Ryan Sieg has fought his way inside the top 10. We know what a driver he is. Then you have Ross Chastain, who's in 13th, Justin Marks in 15th. There's so many more stories to be told before the checkered flags here at Talladega.
Don't forget about Brennan Poole. He's a Rookie of the Year contender. Scored in the 7th position. Matt Tiff, 19 years old, running 8th. It's going to get good down the stretch at Talladega. There you go. Fox NASCAR, presented by Can-Am, is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places.
So my strategy for winning this race is to be leading on the last lap. I want to be leading the pack. I want to control and try to block all those other guys from passing me and just win this race.
On the last lap, as long as you're in the thick of it, you got a chance.
I think it depends on who's behind me and where I'm at exactly and where I want to be. It's Talladega, so like it's absolutely wild. I don't think you can ever really commit to one spot.
Does a last lap plan ever really work here at Talladega?
You got to be fluid with your plans. Change them as you see necessary.
This guy's leading. He won this race last year, Joey Logano. Problem with the roof rail. NASCAR has called him to pit road. He's been posted. He will not be the race leader when we go back green. And there you see it, fellas.
It broke.
We'll get the restart when we return to Talladega Superspeedway on Fox. Fox NASCAR, presented by Can-Am, is sponsored by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR, and by Kentucky Fried Chicken, Colonel quality guaranteed. This summer, some of the biggest names in soccer converge on the United States for the 100th anniversary of one of the world's biggest tournaments. Coverage of the Copa America Centenario begins June 3rd across the networks of Fox Sports. Told you going to break about the problems for Joey Logano. He has made his pit stop, scored in the 25th position. A lot of hard work going on down there, Matt.
NASCAR notified the 22 team of the left side roof rail coming loose. You can see Brent Wentz and Ryan Flores with screw guns trying to put that piece back in. Joey Logano said, while we're here, let's go ahead and do 4 and just let me rip. That's exactly what they did. Logano will restart at the back of the field.
He's going to go on a ripper. He's going to come from the back and he's going to rip through this field. That's his plan. And he's had a car that we've seen drive toward the front. He hasn't quite been able to get there and stay, though.
They executed the plan well, Larry.
Hey, quickly, real guys, what does the roof rail do? Well, it's a package. The 2 roof rails, the shark fin down the left side of the back window across the deck lid, the right side window, and the roof flaps. All of that is a package to keep these cars on the ground should they spin.
With him making that pit stop, Austin Dillon now in the race lead, the control car here for this restart will get with 24 to go. Chooses the inside lane. Outside of him, Chase Elliott, who started at the back today. Missed driver intros because he had obligations with the media after winning the pole for tomorrow's Sprint Cup race. Behind him is Brendan Gaughan, who was penalized earlier because he had connected bumpers with Eric Almirola in the draft. The 98 going to restart 5th. How about these guys coming back today?
It's a heck of a day at sea, sir. They're coming and going. I mean, there's so many moving pieces in this race, and that's why Talladega is so much fun. Chase Elliott up on the front row. I just love how the complexion of this racing changes every lap.
Green once again, but I'm not sure how long we're going to keep it that way.
We're getting down to it, Adam. 25 to go. We've seen bump drafting, and we're just going to see it get more and more aggressive.
Yeah, it is. What I'm interested to see here is what line is going to line up the best. Right now, they're pretty even, so I can tell you, whoever gets cleared first is going to have a huge advantage to try to win this race.
Let me ask you a question, Denny. When you're the leader and you get pushed out ahead, say on the outside by Brendan Gaughan, how long do you stay out there and wait for Brendan to clear too? And what's your decision making on, do I get to the bottom? Do I think that's the best line to win the race from?
I'm not waiting on Brendan. I'm trying to clear myself. I'm trying to, especially not a teammate. You're wanting to win the race, and it appears here the Chase Elliott's going to clear him, so he's going to have the option to go to the bottom. Now he's got to play the mirror and the spotter game. The spotter is in his ear right now telling him Austin Dillon's got the push from the 19, and you've got to work these lines back and forth, high and low.
And Chase Elliott was listening to you. As soon as he cleared him, he took the bottom and took the lead.
Yeah, sorry, Brendan Gaughan.
Austin Dillon is second. Right behind him, Daniel Suarez.
With 19, the secret to this whole deal is not to just blast the back bumper off. You got to ease to it and it pushes you. If you hit it, it's just going to knock him back farther.
Some good coaching there. You know, the spotters have such an interesting viewpoint from above. They can see what works and what doesn't, and so that's just advice that he's trying to give.
Benny Gordon going to get a pass-through penalty. He changed lanes before we got to the start-finish line on the restart. The guys running 1-2 here, Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, they qualified 1-2 for tomorrow's Sprint Cup race.
What about this run by Brendan Gaughan? He was dropped all the way back to the 4th or 5th car on the outside when Chase Elliott dove to the bottom, but he's been able to drive right back up there with a push from rookie Brennan Poole.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the outside line. Joey, you know, he wasn't able to stay up but next to the 4th or 5th place car on the bottom. Now that we have a car that's not injured up top leading the top lane, it'll be interesting to see whether the 62 can make a run and get beside that 88. He's got a good run down the backstretch.
Yeah, here comes a big run.
And what about his teammate Austin Dillon, second in line down low, Jamie?
He's getting a little impatient now. You heard the radio there. He was talking about the 19 of Daniel Suarez behind him. And after the restart, he said, I told you. He pushed him too hard. Suarez backed up. Now, Austin Dillon wants to win this race worse than anybody. Why? Because RCR has never won an Xfinity race here. 12 times in Cup, never in this series. He's trying to hook up with his teammate in the 62, Chris.
Jamie, what a day for Chase Elliott. Most of this race, he's been outside the top 15, but right now, right at the front, and Michael Waltrip, you were talking about that track position he gained getting to pit lane. He definitely had a strong run into pit lane, but the biggest contributor to that track position is they've been coming to pit lane more than everybody else, keeping that fuel tank full. They only took 7 seconds of fuel on that last stop. Everybody else, 12 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, the 48 of Brennan Poole just hung out the 62. They had a great run going. Brennan almost cleared the leader right there, and he could have got down, but he didn't. Now he's going to go straight backwards.
But look who's working with Poole now in that outside lane. Here comes Joey Logano again.
Look at Brendan Gaughan.
Inside.
He is dropping like crazy to the back. He was going for the lead in this race 1 lap ago, Adam. He's going to come back outside the top 20.
Yeah, if I'm the 48 there, I just got to believe that you want to stay behind the 62. You almost had him cleared for the lead, and you got to think that that's going to happen for you as well. So I think right there you need to just stay in line, stay the course. You got plenty of time, 20 to go. Your line was moving. As soon as you get that outside line shuffled up, the bottom is just going to go away.
Watch this mess, man. This is crazy racing action. Everybody trying to position themselves for the best shot to win the race. Watch how close Brendan Gaughan was to having Chase Elliott cleared for the lead of the race. Not quite there. And Brendan Poole decides to go up high. Justin Allgaier said, I don't think that's going to work, buddy. And he pushed Brendan Gaughan back toward the front. There's so much going on here.
I think it's just a little bit of impatience from the 48 there. I think that if they would have just stuck together for a little while longer, they'd still find themselves up front battling for the lead right now.
19 laps to go, and these guys on track at their best right now. It's all on the line. Nothing easy down the stretch here at Talladega.
And Brendan Gaughan's probably going to ask his spotter, what in the heck just happened to me? I thought I was going to be leading this race, and now look at this mess I find myself in.
It was one of the best shoves we had seen in that outside lane all day long, Denny.
Well, here's the 48 giving the 22 a shove now. So clearly the 48's one of the best pushers, or bumpers, as you like to say, in the field right now. So the trouble with this, though, is the 22 is taking a long way around. Unless they get the whole field lined up with them in that third lane, they're only going to get so far, I believe. The 22 at this point, I think he's looking at where can I get now to the second lane to the top. I don't think he wants to be 3 wide on the outside. There's just, he doesn't have enough help.
Right in the middle of that, the red 01 of Ryan Preece. He's a modified champion. He's never been to Talladega. His only time in the draft is at New Hampshire. But I'll tell you what, Ryan Preece doing an outstanding job.
And look at Garrett Smithley. He's up in the middle of that mess. We also see Ross Chastain pushing along in there. Ryan Sieg into the top 5 in that black 39 car on the bottom. What a great run by Sieg.
Sieg a couple of years ago at Daytona. Top 10 in both races. In fact, his career best finish when he pushed Casey Kane to victory a couple of summers ago at Daytona International Speedway.
Brennan Poole's trying to rally back on the high side with Joey Logano, but just not making much progress up there. Like Denny said, it's just too far to go. And when you get that far behind, it's hard to find help.
Well, the 22 just got a break, so the car that he was 3 wide outside with decided to go to the bottom. Now that puts Joey Logano on the second lane on the outside. Now him and the 48 can make a run.
Be interesting to watch this 48. He's a rookie, doesn't have a lot of experience. He'll want to get aggressive here and bump draft Logano, maybe even locking and engaging and starting to push him. As the laps wind down, that's going to be the desire that these guys are going to that's going to be the move they're going to want to make. It'll be hard to fight that desire.
Outside lane now belongs to Richard Childress Racing teammates. Talked a lot about Brendan Gaughan. He's now pushing Austin Dillon. And they're making some hay. Logano and Poole behind them now.
Yeah, that outside line's getting tighter and tighter. And as they get tighter, they're going to start to make a run on this bottom lane.
Well, we've talked about how good Logano is at pushing. We know he doesn't have the horse today to be pushed, but he can certainly make some ground by pushing.
16 laps to go when we cross the start-finish line that last time.
Oh, Michael, I'm getting so excited. I mean, I can just tell you from the driver's seat right now, this is where guys are saying, oh, Elliott Sadler, woo.
Oh,
he backed off there. Great move by him there. That was an experienced move. But here's the outside lane making a huge run.
Those Richard Childress Racing teammates, they're making it work with Joey Logano behind them, all the way up beside Chase Elliott.
This is what the start's going to look like tomorrow. Those two will be on the front row together. Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, and here they come through the tri-oval. Who's going to lead this lap? By a bumper, Austin Dillon in that outside lane.
It's safe to say the future of NASCAR is pretty bright, wouldn't you say, Mike?
That's some great talent. I mean, you look at the job a bunch of these kids are doing. Remember, Brandon Jones was dominating this race earlier. Now he finds himself back in 24th because there's just so much talent that's pushed to the front.
The inside lane now are starting to fight each other in the outside lane. Yeah, the 2 and the 62 are going to have an opportunity to clear here. I tell you, it's just all about formation. You know, if you go and right here, if Joey were to pull the outside of the 62, it would destroy the entire outside lane. It would just, you know, they would go backwards, but it's all about who can form up, keep that line tight, and you're going to go forward every time.
And now it's a decision by the 2 and the 62. We're going to bail out on Joey Logano, it looks like. They're going to get to the bottom and protect that yellow line. Use that yellow line to keep anyone from getting to the inside of them.
But I want to see this duo in the outside lane because you said it. One of the best at pushing so far today is Brennan Poole, especially in this run. And we know how good Logano is in that outside lane. And here they come, making their move, trying to get to the outside and around Austin Dillon.
Well, the 22 could not stay up next to the leaders before. So is he able to do it now with the 48 behind him? We saw him get a huge push from Brennan Poole earlier. is he the key to Logano winning this race on the outside?
And you saw there, Logano knows he's challenged up there on the high side. He did a big side draft move there on Brendan Gaughan, tried to pull over and slow Gaughan's momentum. I think it's working. It looks like a big run on the outside by Logano.
Yeah, Logano gets to the quarter panel of Austin Dillon. That's going to drag his car back. He's going to get a huge run here and probably lead this lap.
They restarted 25th after they repaired the roof rail. And here he is trying to get the checkered flag at Talladega once again.
Off of him, he bounced you out the half. The 2 is out a half. Both of you dead even with a half a gap behind. 48 is going to be headed towards you. He's getting dragged back by the 62. Both of you dead even. 62 is pushing the 2 a little better. Even out now. Everybody even.
I tell you what also is going to happen here. Logano is going to get more aggressive with the side draft. So he's not going to let that inside line just pull away with ease. In the corners, he's going to hold that 2 car very, very close to that line, and that's going to keep him pulled back.
In the first half of the race, you don't see a lot of that side drafting by the veterans because they know that it's risky. But now that we're closing it down, you're going to do whatever you can to get yourself in the front, and that's where Joey Logano has surfaced.
Yeah, look at him, Mike. He's able to clear the front. This is something we did not see before, so clearly that 48 behind that 22 is a potent pair.
88 of Chase Elliott has fallen back to 7th. 51 of Jeremy Clements has worked his way inside the top 10. And Ryan Preece in the 01 running 4th for JD Motorsports, doing an unbelievable job this afternoon in his debut at Talladega.
You said he's a modified racer, right? Those things don't have fenders on them.
Better middle. If we get to the point where they're for the first car up there, you can just stay up there. You can give them the bottom, but if you're faster up top, that'll give us a better chance.
Oh, Chase has got to be very careful. He backed out. He saw that he was going to end up getting beside Brendan Gaughan, so he backed out there to not get black flag.
Yeah, the double yellow line is out of bounds. You go below that, advance your position. NASCAR will show you the black flag. 11 laps to go. It is going to be an unbelievable finish.
You can go under that yellow line if you get crowded there, Adam, but you can't pass anyone if you do that. We saw Chase Elliott go down there. Oh, I don't think I'd have made that move if I was Preece. We saw how that worked for the 48 car. Brendan Poole, and the same thing's going to happen to Preece. He had such a good run, he just should have stuck behind the car he was pushing, Brendan Poole, but instead he elected to go high, and now he's falling.
Absolutely, that's that impatience, but I've been there. I mean, I've done this so many times and not been successful doing that same thing, so I can tell you, man, I'll tell you what, we got about 5 laps before something big's going to happen. I feel it.
Something big's happening now, but they somehow are keeping it going straight. These guys are all over each other.
300 miles of this today, 500 tomorrow. And keep this in mind, Joey Logano leads this race. That's Austin Dillon behind him. But in that outside lane, Brendan Poole, if he wins, he's in the playoffs as a rookie in NASCAR's Xfinity Series.
And look who's
so much
pushing
on
him.
the line.
Look who's pushing him, the birthday boy, Elliott Sadler, right behind Poole. We know Sadler's experience and how good he is here at Talladega. They're going to the lead.
And here comes Jeremy Clements with him. What an underdog victory that would be.
Jeremy is so good on restrictor plate tracks. I've been watching him ever since I came into the series.
Caution.
Oh.
Caution. Debris. Debris. Get a ruling on where you're at.
I got to tell you, I'm glad for that caution for debris. I can't breathe. I need this break. It's time for caution.
I guess I'm glad for it, but that means we get a restart. We're going to have just 5-6 laps to go probably when we get this thing back green, and it's going to be a real shootout.
Yeah, you can see it right there, right past the start-finish line. There's a huge piece of, it looks like a crush panel from one of the cars. So one of those damaged cars here left some debris, and now we got a caution to bunch these guys up again as if they needed that.
Remember like when Joey Logano came to pit road to repair his roof flap, they put 4 tires on that 22 car. You talked about at the top of the show, those tires will become important late in the going. It seems like maybe they are for Logano, paying off by being able to gain all that ground and stick on the bottom of the track.
It just gives you the ability to maneuver. As a driver, you need that confidence that you've got a car that's going to stick when you've got to make an abrupt move to either the middle or the bottom or whatever you got to do. When you're on old tires and they're hot and they're slick, you don't have that confidence and you can't make the moves you need to get up front like Joey did.
And you talked about at the beginning of the race, that could be a difference maker, and right now, maybe that is. That's why Logano was able to take the lead.
Free pass goes to Benny Gordon. We'll have 26 cars on the lead lap for the restart. Let's listen in on Joey Logano.
So the 48 is a leader.
Of course they did. Of course they did. It is not on my side today. I'm getting the feeling they don't want us to win.
Well, he's done everything in the world as a driver he could do to win. A damaged car. They went to pit road to make repairs, and he has fought his way to the front of the field, but he's going to restart second on that outside line.
Mike, did you say something at the break about the 22 can't win? Too much damage?
He won't win.
I think he said it 3 times.
I don't know that I said he can't win. I just don't think he will win. And this is a setback here. You had the control of the race. Now he's going to be on the outside. Brennan Poole's car has been very fast all day, and the experienced Elliott Sadler is going to be right behind him, giving him the push. I like that inside row.
All right, Danielle, get us a reset here as we wind up at Talladega.
Oh my goodness. If you're at home, pull those belt straps tight. We have a shootout coming at Talladega.
Yeah, I mean, it's only probably going to be about 3, 4, at most 5 laps.
We had 113 on the docket today. Here's how it unfolded. Chase Elliott to the rear after missing driver intros was starting 14th. And early penalties, Larry, lap 7.
Yeah, Brendan Gaughan in the 62, Eric Almirola in the 98, locking bumpers. You cannot do that. They had to do a pass-through and basically went 1 lap down right there.
One of the most vicious hits you will see here at Talladega. Chris Cockrum taking a hard hit. Joey Gase, an innocent bystander.
The great thing, safer barrier.
Thank goodness both were released from the infield care center, and pit road chaos here. Benny Gordon will squeeze by. What about the 43?
Yeah, Jeb Burton, improper fueling. You can have 2 fuel cans, you just can't have 2 fuel men over the wall before the car gets to the pit box.
Saw Ty Dillon passing his pit box, had to come back through. 29 laps to go. Ryan Reed spins in turn 1. He was a strong car until that point.
Yeah, and Danielle, with this restart, we're going to have about 25, 26 drivers on the lead lap, and trust me, your only friend right now is whoever can help you.
Denny Hamlin has some friends upstairs, Adam Alexander and Michael Waltrip, who will help him call this to the finish. Joey Logano, guys, he's blowing my mind. What a workhorse he's been with a damaged race car all day.
Yeah, I would say this, Danielle. I know it's not easy ever to win a race at Talladega. Talk about Joey Logano. He gets to victory lane today. He will have earned this in every way. And he's going to restart up front with Brennan Poole. The rookie has the race lead for the late restart.
Here's what I need you to do. Keep working on fuel, and then when we get close, I need you to get as much fuel in that pickup as you can here. We're going to get low on fuel here, so make sure that thing's good and full. Keep the RPMs up on it in the fuel line there for me, okay, buddy? 10-4.
That's all we need. You know, we're a rookie. We're out here at Talladega League. We're trying to win a race, and now we got to worry about whether I got enough gas or not.
And one extra thing he could do is actually run on the apron in the corners to keep the fuel picked up there. So he doesn't have to necessarily run on the banking. That does make the fuel flow out of that pickup. So that's something that his spotter or his crew chief should mention to him.
And this guy, Joey Logano, he's given us a restrictor plate driving lesson. Just an amazing job of taking a car maybe that isn't at its best and getting it to the front with a chance to win this race.
Well, stats never lie, and the stats say that he is the overwhelming favorite going into this race. His record here is impeccable. It's he's just showing, and he did it on his own, nearly going from the back of the pack there with 20-something to go to putting himself here with another chance to win.
22 has earned their way to the front today, Matt.
And those stats, 6 of the last 7 races here at Xfinity at Talladega, a top 3 finish. Impressive team effort, 2 different repair jobs, and what a great drive by Joey Logano. He said, tell Dillon to stay up tight to me. Let's work a little bit before he tries to dump me. That way we don't mess up each other.
You're always trying to help someone else work with your agenda. That's the difference. You know, you want them to help you do what you need to do, but then you got to look at a guy like Elliott Sadler, who is going to be all over the back of Brennan Poole. He knows how to win here. He's been up and down a little bit today, but solid all day.
Whoever wins this race is going to have the help from whoever's behind them. We talked about it so many times today. Whatever line forms up the best, and whoever gets that best push is going to end up probably winning this race.
And we talk about the Cinderella stories. Brendan Gaughan has never finished a race here. Jeremy Clements just ahead of him. He's in the top 5. That's one of our underdog stories that we love so much. Blake Cook finds himself up in the top 10. Justin Allgaier's been so solid all day long. Chase Elliott started in the back. and went to the back after a pit stop. He's had an up and down day, but they're all charged into a position where they can win this race.
I really like Jeremy Clements. He's in 5th. He's 3rd car on the bottom on this restart. He's got some great cars that we saw push themselves up to the front. He's got a great chance to get a great finish, if not a win here.
And when we went to this chase format, it was guys like Jeremy Clements, Ryan Sieg that we immediately thought about it. If you can go to a place like Talladega, pull the upset, still a win, you got a chance to run for the championship. And here's another driver that could get his first career win, Blake Cook. Top 10 at Daytona, and he's top 10 right now with a chance to finish the deal here at Talladega. What a day it's been.
3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide. Got 1 inside, 1 inside. 5 off, 5 on all day, boys.
Can't find any car that's worth working with here yet.
Stand in front of him. He got you. I knew it was coming.
You can't ever get up to somebody and push. You don't really know if they want to be pushed.
Anytime I'm behind a Chevrolet, I can't get to him. Go get that trophy.
Fun day for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Only 300 miles. We get 500 tomorrow. Geico 500 for Sprint Cup teams. Your local Fox station, the place to be, 12:30 Eastern Time. The front row there, Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, both in the hunt here late on a Saturday afternoon in Central Alabama. Going to get the restart with 5 laps to go. And how about this? In 9 of the 24 races here, we've had a last lap pass for the lead, including 6 of the last 7.
I'm thinking we're going to go 7 for 8. This race has just been so unpredictable all day long. Guys that have fought their way into contention, we never saw it coming. And look at the cat that's leading us here late.
Only 18 lead changes today. Not a huge number at Talladega. 12 different guys have been out front. We've wrapped up our 5th caution.
Poole elected to take the outside. That's a move I didn't see coming.
I don't know. I think I would have chose the bottom there simply because the way I figured the end of these races is if I have an option to pick the bottom or the top on the last restart, we hope it's the last restart for this Talladega. The yellow line is my friend. I know there's nobody that can go below, so I choose the bottom knowing that I've got the best chance for cars to stay lined up when they're behind me. If you're on the high side here, there's more of a chance for the cars to jump 3 wide high, 3 wide middle, and that messes up your line. That goes back to the whole line conversation. So I personally like choosing the bottom here. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Brendan Gaughan restarts 6th.
Yeah, we're running out of gas. Watch out.
Oh, watch out. That's all he can say because he's going to stay out there to try to finish this race. But that means a lot of our other top competitors, Adam, are going to be low on fuel too.
They're all pushing it. Green flag, 5 laps to settle it at Talladega.
They're all pushing it because it's worth it. You've got to go for it now. Every move is in play. They're going to bump. They're going to push. They just hope they don't lock together. You can see Elliott Sadler just bouncing off of that 22 car.
Yeah, it's just if anybody in that top line jumps out, it's really going to hurt those guys. But
Austin Dillon, big shove for Brennan Poole. Outside lane might pay dividends for the rookie out of Texas.
He's just not going to quite clear him. This is about the 3rd car. Those 4 cars right there, they would stay side by side. All the side drafting going on. But this is about the 3rd car. And now the 3rd car on that inside line is going to make sure that that inside line goes forward.
Can't get too big a lead here, right, Denny, if you're Joey Logano?
No, he can't. Now the outside line starts to form back up. So Brendan Poole's going to have a huge run here. What is he going to do with it?
And here comes Sadler on the inside. 4 laps to go.
Oh, he tries to make the inside move, but Joey shuts him down there. Blocks the move. Good move on Joey's part.
Yeah, but a great move by Poole. He had to get to the bottom. He did just that. He's got himself a real shot at putting a slingshot on Logano.
He's back with you. Perfect. The 2 has no help yet. 4 to go. Coming to 3 to go. 48 with you. You're clear. They are double wide.
Got 26 cars on the lead lap, and I'm not sure all of them have got a chance to win it, but there's a good 15 or 16 that right now believe they can do what it takes in the final 3 laps to get themselves a checkered flag.
How hungry is Joey Logano? He won this race before. His record's perfect, and he's leading it late.
Oh, we got trouble.
Jed Burton out of the pack. Caution.
Oh, great save by Burton.
You know what that means? 3 laps to go. By the time we reset everything, we're going to overtime for the second straight week in the Xfinity Series.
What happens in the pack? They were 3-4 wide.
Just too big of a push there.
He got into the side of Eric Jones. I wonder if Jones might have a tire rub. That was pretty significant contact. And just a great job of driving by Jeb Burton to save that car.
Three to go.
Watch him bump into the side of Jones.
Yeah, it looked like the 43 actually got a little bit light there.
Spinning behind you. Caution's out. Caution's out.
The 43 started getting light, getting a little bit loose, and next thing you know, Brandon was right there on him, and it just turned around when he got into him.
I wonder if Jones will come to pit road. Looked like pretty good damage to the right front of the 20 car. Oh, and the left front tire blew out now. There's the damage to Jones's car.
Larry, how are we going to do on fuel mileage? How many green-white checkers can these guys withstand?
Only thing they have going for them, Denny, is the number of cautions. But the problem is, remember, they don't have those electronic fuel pumps in the fuel cells, these cars, because we don't run electronic fuel injection. Under caution is where you really stand the issue of running out of fuel, because the fuel is running away from the pickup that's in the right rear corner. Once you get up to speed, it's okay, but these caution laps, that's where you stand a chance of running out of fuel. But I think we have enough cautions. Remember, one overtime, hopefully, that we can get there.
And the guys that are in the best position when you talk about their last pit stop, Joey Logano came down at lap 87, Jeremy Clements lap 83, everybody else lap 75 or 76, including Brendan Gaughan, Chris.
Well, Adam, right before we went back to green, we heard Brendan Gaughan say he thought the car was out of fuel. I just checked in with his crew chief, Shane Wilson. He said they definitely did see the fuel pressure drop off, but once they got up to speed, it seemed like everything was fine. Right now, Brendan Gaughan trying to figure out if he's going to have to come to pit lane. Shane Wilson telling him, we think we have 5 gallons of fuel in that car, but if it is stumbling, get it to pit lane.
Let's hear from Jamie Little.
And Danny Stockman calling the shots for the 2 of Austin Dillon. I know you guys waited extra time on pit road to pack it full, but you said that was good for 1 overtime. Are you concerned at all at this point?
No, we're definitely good on fuel. There'll be enough fuel in the car. It's just with as much banking as Talladega has and the front stretch being banked, you get to around 6 gallons of fuel in the car, and it wants to run to the left side. So you got to be aware of that, and then it doesn't want to pick up fuel and you get wrecked from behind. So it's been an okay day. I think we got a shot at it here with looks like it's going to be a green-white checkered, so we'll give it all we got and try to go get the win.
Well, we'll call that overtime, but good luck to you.
Today's race has had a little bit of everything, Jamie, so I think it's only fitting, guys, that we're going to overtime here at Talladega.
Well, you had to see it coming. These guys have been racing like it was overtime since they threw the green flag earlier this afternoon. But the stories have been so incredible of guys falling to the back and fighting their way to the front. Think about Joey Logano. His team had to repair his roof rail. I want them working on my car. If they can bring a car alive like that by just simply working on the roof, they're pretty special.
Yeah, not only is Joey a great talent behind the wheel, but he's got more fuel and fresher tires than anybody he's racing against. So, like I say, more than likely, I see him picking the bottom lane here like we talked about. And looking at the bottom cars in that lane, he's going to have a huge advantage. So, I like Joey's chances here.
And we also talked about the underdogs. We have one in the top 5. Jeremy Clements is in there fighting for the win of this race. It's given us everything we hoped for.
You said the stats don't lie. Joey Logano, 6 trips to Talladega in the Xfinity Series. Average finish, 1.82 victories. I think he's got a chance. So next weekend is an off weekend for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. In 2 weeks, we're at the Monster Mile.
After a week off, the Xfinity Series returns as we head to the Monster Mile of Dover International Raceway. It's the 3rd Dash for Cash race of the season. Can Eric Jones or Ty Dillon collect another payday, or will another driver capitalize? Find out Saturday, May 14th at 1:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Another Dash for Cash race. That means we'll be giving away $100,000. So we take a look here at the overtime line. Things a little bit different in NASCAR in 2016. It's a 2-lap shootout. We take the green flag. If the caution comes out, before the leader gets to that overtime line on that first lap of overtime, we reset them, do it again. And we can do it as many times as we need to. But once the green flag goes in the air and the leader gets past the overtime line, caution comes out, then we freeze the field. And where you are is where you will finish, bidding that you can get back to the checkered flag at a reasonable speed.
It gives us a chance to get a clean restart. We get a clean restart, we get onto the back straightaway, get to that restart line, they've had a chance to race for it, and then the race is official if the caution flag falls.
Elliott Sadler going to restart third here, Chris.
And his crew chief, Kevin Meendering, trying to come up a plan right now with Elliott. Now you've got your teammate, Justin Allgaier, right behind you there. Do you think you'll be able to work together here on this final restart?
Yeah, I think so. Elliott's done a great job all day, keeping the one main financial Ford Chevy up front. It's going to be a shootout here, the green-white. It's all going to come down this restart. We're happy to have Justin right behind us, and I just want to thank everyone at Junior Motorsports for giving us such a great car.
Elliott Sadler saying he's going to drive the wheels off it.
Chris, we're going green next time around. It's overtime at Talladega. Aerial coverage today provided by Goodyear. Superior performing tires to face challenging conditions on the track and on the road. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. How much anxiety in the 22 camp, Matt?
Boy, you talk about the work they have done, all coming to fruition here for a shootout, and he chose the bottom, preferring to work with Elliott Sadler.
Yeah, he's always enjoyed working with Elliott. Seems like they work really well together. It's been pretty amazing to watch Joey get back up to the front here after everything we fought through. So at this point, I'm just a spectator trying to enjoy the show.
Logano said look for hand signals here on the restart.
Logano has plenty of experience. Behind him, Elliott Sadler, plenty of experience. But in that outside lane, Brennan Poole, Jeremy Clements, they're not accustomed to being in this position very often.
No, but look at the second, third, fourth, fifth. These are all guys that can lock themselves into the new Xfinity Chase by getting a win here today. So short of Joey Logano not winning, we have a chance to lock our guy in.
I love that. I also love the fact that a couple of guys that we knew would be factors are right there fighting for it, and then you have the underdogs that are there as well. And Adam, so much can happen on this overtime. You can come from 10th place and win this race. Guys get to pushing and shoving and get out of control.
How long does it take these cars to get up to speed here?
It'll take a full lap for sure. I'd say probably coming off turn 4 right here is when they're, after they take the green is when they're going to be wound up full song. But I tell you, this is shaping up to be pretty exciting. I've never been so nervous not to be driving a race car.
You say Logano, right, Hamlin? You like Logano?
I like Logano.
Where are you going, Michael?
I'm going to go with Elliott Sadler. I think he pushes him and sweeps around him and wins the race.
It's time for overtime at Talladega, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Logano and Poole on the front row.
I tell you, if Brennan Poole here if he ever gets a chance to get down in front of that 22, he's got to take it.
He's getting a great push by Jeremy Clements. Every one of these drivers know that a berth in our chase is up for grabs.
And you can't lock bumpers. You got to pay attention to that here.
Yeah, it looks pretty locked, but NASCAR is going to have to make that call. You can see the big run on the outside. Here comes Jeremy Clements.
We got a word from NASCAR. Restart is under review.
Go low. Oh.
Those are teammates down there. The 1 of Elliott Sadler, the black 7 of Justin Allgaier. Restart is good according to NASCAR.
Look at Logano make those moves. He's so good at just anticipating when he needs to move to the high lane. He does it perfectly there. He's got the lead.
We've gotten past the overtime line. If the caution comes out now, this race would in fact be over. We'd freeze the field.
I'm telling you, we haven't seen the last of this outside line. They're going to make a run. Here we are coming to the white.
1 lap to go. Logano out front.
You remember Elliott Sadler was right there trying to win at Daytona. He finds himself in that position here at Talladega as well.
Here comes Brennan Poole. He's going to have a huge run. He's to the outside of the 1 of Elliott Sadler. Is he going to get the push from the 51? Is the 1? Oh, this is going to hurt the 22. Here comes the 48.
Sadler down below the line, slides back up in front of his teammate Justin Allgaier.
He got out there. He got out there. Staying with the 1. It's okay.
The 48 has got to stay close, tight to the 22 here to have a chance.
Bounce you out. You're clear. Stay in like that. Stay in like that. The 1 bounce you out. Now watch him.
How did Elliott Sadler get back on the road and not lose any ground? He's going to have a chance to win this race.
If he pulls high.
Joey Logano gets turned. Elliott Sadler drives through. They're crashing big time at the line. Brennan Poole, first career win at Talladega.
How about that for Brennan Poole? And a big hit from Blake.
Huge crash. Joey Logano with damage. The same for Blake Cook. Wow.
Oh, what a finish.
The 22 just went to block the one a little too much, lost control. What a great win for Brennan Poole.
26 1,000ths of a second.
I think I'm gonna puke. You're not the only one.
That's so great. That's how much emotion these drivers
Oh my
have.
God. Unbelievable.
I mean, he's worked his whole life for this moment to win on the main stage of NASCAR in the Xfinity Series. What a great feeling for this kid.
We can officially call this race an upset, no doubt about it.
Awesome job, Tyler.
Oh, man, that's just...
Did a hell of a job on the car, guys. Nice work. We're top of the pylon. They ain't said anything different.
Oh, I'm so glad to see Joey's okay. That's a big hit.
What an amazing finish. I mean, you think Elliott Sadler down the back straightaway, he gets squirrely, has to go below the line.
I thought he was
check
done.
Up, done. But that inside line prevailed. He got hooked onto the 22. He pulled out, the 22 went to block, and man, chaos ensued.
You saw Blake Cook there out of his car, and that's a great scene because he had a hard hit coming across the start-finish line as well. Let's go back and see how it all unfolded coming back to the checkered flag.
There it is, just about a nose. Heck, that's a big margin of victory, right, Denny Hamlin? You won by, what 2 inches in Daytona?
It is, but look at this. I mean, just chaos coming to the start-finish line.
Watch this move Elliott Sadler makes. He does everything perfectly. He goes high, he fakes high. That's where Logano goes. He loses control of his car.
Yeah, you cannot blame that on Elliott Sadler. No doubt. He went to go high, the 22 blocked, so he changed it, and he says, all right, I'm going to go low. And it just pulled the air off the 22 right there. The 22 wrecked.
Third first-time winner we've had in the history of Talladega Superspeedway in the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
What a great job by Elliott Sadler. Crashed on the back straightaway, but yet vying for the win on the front. Just gets pushed low and can't keep his momentum up to win the race.
How about Jeremy Clements for the third-place finish? Great run for that team.
And Justin Allgaier so close to victory last week at Richmond, and then again this Saturday afternoon in Alabama. Such a shame for Blake Cook. He just was in a position there was nowhere for him to go.
See Allgaier, it looked like he was just dirt tracking it, sliding up the racetrack into Poole.
Staying in the middle, staying with the one. Don't let him slip to the outside. Staying with him. Trail up, trail up, trail up, trail.
Lights out.
All they can do is wreck you.
Yeah, that's such a vulnerable spot. Anytime there's push drafting going on, when you were up front, you were so vulnerable to being pushed around by the person behind you, and that's exactly what happened.
Watch Elliott. A great move to the outside. We're going to block you there. I got to go low. Elliott Sadler did everything he had to do to win this race.
Top, stay top. Come to the checkers. Come to the checkers. We'll see the review, but we should have got it right there, man. Nice work. Hell yeah. We'll get an official review. Just hang tight. Hang tight.
As did Joey Logano. He was trying to win that race. Both those guys were just racing.
NASCAR is still reviewing the finish, and they will have all of our angles at their disposal to confirm that it was the 48 at the start-finish line. Unofficially, we had the margin of victory at 26 1,000ths of a second, so just over 2 100ths. And I think about Brennan Poole out of the Woodlands, Texas. Spent a lot of time on the short tracks out west.
Yeah.
Ran in ARCA, and when he didn't have a ride, was going to the track, working in the shop, doing anything he could do to stay around the sport. Got this opportunity last year. Brought over his sponsor, DC Solar. And it appears he's in victory lane for the first time in his career.
They won't give him the checkered flag, Adam. He sat down at the start-finish line. Say, please, can I just have it? I know I won this race. Let's see what the video shows here.
What would you anticipate they're looking at? Because I never saw the caution lights come on, and the only thing I can think of is that NASCAR would have deemed the caution lights came on before they got to the start-finish line, and Poole was not leading at the time of caution.
That's possible.
But I didn't see the lights come on. Logano's okay. He gave it his all. He gave it everything he had. He did what he had to do to win the race, and he just came up short.
The other thing, it's obvious here that Brennan Poole beats him. But the only thing I would say is are they looking at all the video of the last couple of laps to see if anybody was locking bumpers in that scenario?
Yeah, we saw a lot of it going on. We saw it happen at Daytona. It was like the end of the race. It was, it was very borderline, all the pushing that was going on. But gosh, I think the whole field was doing it there probably the last few laps.
So the wait, it lasts a little longer for Brennan Poole.
It's going to make the moment so much special.
Right as they were saying, put it out, and we were ahead of them. We were ahead of them for, pit exit on. 10-4, I mean, it seemed like I had half a car on them, so.
Yeah, we actually see the one actually sitting at the start-finish line as well. Maybe he thinks he has a shot. It is, I'd like to see a shot of when that caution came out or when the lights came on and kind of sync that with what car was out front.
There's no way to explain what Brennan Poole's feeling like right now, just waiting for what he was sure was a victory here at Talladega.
Here's Elliott Sadler team radio.
The yellow was out. We were the leader. He won that, right? They've not told us. They've not made a decision. You were the leader at the restart zone, I can tell you that.
But I never saw in any of our replays a definitive look at the lights coming on. Did you see it, Mike? I didn't notice it.
I didn't either, but that's Brett Griffin. He's Elliott Sadler's spotter, and he's got a big view of the speedway. We're here in the booth. We can see what's on the screen, and we did not see the yellow flag fly. Brett Griffin was sure that he did, so it'd be interesting to hear what NASCAR says.
I wasn't looking for it. I was just so amazed by the finish.
From what I was seeing.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, the caution for sure came out. It's just, when was it?
And what you would do on a final lap, caution comes out, you freeze the field, and whoever is out front.
Yeah, and they make it very clear in our drivers' meeting that they use every piece of evidence that they go off of loop data, they'll go off of video and everything. So they have a lot that's going to transpire here.
There's the caution. Here's Elliott Sadler. Watch for the caution light to come on. Elliott Sadler wins it at Talladega.
Unbelievable.
How about that?
The birthday boy, Mike.
Wow, that is so special.
You love it for him. You hate it for Brennan Poole.
Wow, that's hard.
And a great job by NASCAR. They said they use every piece of evidence they can find to determine the winner on the last lap. Elliott Sadler was clearly ahead when the caution happened.
I'm so happy for Elliott. I mean, he scratches and he claws in this series to continue to make championship runs every single year. His consistency is unmatched by anyone else. But I tell you what, a victory for him here, I guarantee you he's going to say it's up there on his list.
For the second straight week, we went to overtime in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And what a thriller it was here in Alabama. Let's take you through it. Good jump out front for Logano, and Sadler hung right with him. And what's amazing is on that final lap, he got shot down below the double yellow line, and I thought it was over for him.
When I looked up and he was coming trying to fight for the win, I was shocked. I thought he was out of the race on the back straightaway. These cars are just clobbed together, everybody pushing for everything they can get, and Justin Allgaier turns Sadler sideways right here. Watch this move he makes. How does he hang on to the car and still stay in contention? There he goes. But here he comes.
And all the while, look at that outside lane. Brennan Poole hanging tight and getting help from Jeremy Clements, who got his career best finish here today unofficially. So here they are to the white flag. And this is when business really picked up, because as you said, Denny, now these guys are at full song. They're back to full speed here.
Absolutely, and the push drafting and the bump drafting is at a max. Everyone's, I really like you know, how the outside line there stuck together. You know, the 51 didn't, you know, he didn't shoot to the outside or the inside of the 48. He stuck with them, and that gave them a chance to win this race.
And everything that Logano is doing right there, Adam, is exactly what he did coming through the tri-oval. He moved to the high side. He moved to the bottom. He was blocking. He was doing what he needed to do to win the race. And when they broke free coming to the tri-oval, that's exactly what he continued to do. Block Elliott Sadler. He knows Sadler's going high. He goes there, and he tries to go low and loses control. An amazing job by Sadler just to hang on to that car. He wrecked twice in overtime and won the race.
If you look back to Daytona, this is not much different. The only difference is the front two didn't crash. But Joey was doing exactly what he had to do there to try to win the race. He had to try to block the one. It just didn't work out for him.
And by that much, Elliott Sadler, a winner over Brennan Poole at Talladega. What a day it was, and the birthday boys got the checkered flag. It's all over at Talladega Superspeedway for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Elliott Sadler, a winner, and he's in victory lane. Jamie Little.
The wait is over. The drought is over. It has been 2 years. Elliott Sadler on a new team. Dale Earnhardt Jr., your boss man, standing here waiting to talk to you. What does this moment mean for you?
People don't know how hard it is to win these races, and it's very emotional. Dale Jr. gave me a great opportunity to come with me. I got one heck of a race team. We have so many people here today from OneMain, longest running sponsor in this series and Xfinity Series. They stood behind us through thick and thin, and man, we're enjoying it here today. I'm so happy they're here. Great birthday gift to me. What beats anything is my wife and kids are here with me, so man, we needed this win, and so proud of me. I told everybody this morning, we got the car to win it with, and things went our way, had a little luck, and we were able to make it at the end.
Seeing how emotional you are about this, what were those last moments like, from the nudge to Joey Logano to waiting to know if this was yours?
Well, I had my plan kind of made up what I was going to try to go to the outside of Joey. He made a great block, and I went back to the inside, and then I just held it straight. And I've had some races where I've done some good driving, and some I've probably done some bad, but I feel like that's one of the best saves I ever made through the grass to keep it straight. And just can't believe we have so many people from One Main to enjoy this with us, and they stood behind us. And for us to make it to victory lane here at Talladega, it's been 2 years. I get one of those stickers that put on my car that you always want. We're in the chase this year. So proud of Kevin, everybody's race team, and to Dale and Kelly and everybody at Junior Motorsports. Thank you all so much for giving me this great piece, and I'm having so much fun this year. It's great.
Happy 41st birthday. Celebrate with your kids. They're waiting patiently to give Daddy a big hug and kiss. Chris?
Well, for a moment there, Brennan Poole thought he was the winner of the race, and then a minute later, it's taken away. What were the emotions? You thought you won, and then you hear that Elliott Sadler gets the win.
Yeah, it's just really cool to be able to have an opportunity to win. I thought we were way to the good, but just how it is. But congrats to Elliott. He's a former late model stock guy like myself, so cool to see him win. But yeah, we're just a little short. The car was great, man, all day. We were right there. It was a lot of fun racing with Joey and Elliott and all these guys. It's awesome. Thanks to Clements for pushing me there at the end and getting us in that opportunity to win. So just really proud of these guys. What an awesome day.
Yeah, still a great finish.
It took a photo finish, but Justin Allgaier walked me through that final lap.
It was crazy. You know, it never fails at Talladega here. It always comes down to that last little stretch coming to the checkered. And great job by everybody at the shop, JRM, to have Elliott win, to have us finish second. The Hendrick engine department. I mean, we had strong engines in the chassis shop. You know, it was just a good race. I mean, our Breyers Ice Cream Chevy was really good. We just bided our time, and TJ Majors, my spotter, was trying to constantly push me through the field. And I knew we had a shot at it at the end there, but, you know, it's just a matter of wanting to push but not being able to technically hook bumpers and push. And I wanted that one really bad, but all in all, huge day for us at Junior Motorsports. Can't thank Xfinity Comcast enough for all they do. All of our partners at Junior Motorsports, Brandt, Professional Agriculture, Tax Slayer, Hellman's, Breyers, Swap for Men, Chevrolet, everybody that's a part of this program. After last week, this is good redemption.
Thank you, Justin.
We've talked a lot in 2016 about the strength of Joe Gibbs Racing, and rightfully so. You guys have been strong, but Junior Motorsports now, 3 wins in 9 races. They've gone back-to-back, and they were 1-2 today.
Well, I think we saw this Elliott Sadler victory coming. He has been very strong week in and week out. We know how good he is at Talladega. We saw it coming all the way up until the checkered flag when we thought that Brennan Poole was our victor, but we heard the words from the spotter. We heard from Brett Griffin. He said at the moment of caution, we were the leaders of the race. We should be the winner, and that turned out to be the case.
Well, Brett was on it. We weren't on it as much as Brett was, because I was too, looking at the finish, I was like amazed at how crazy it was. But what a pro Brennan Poole was as well in his interview. I mean, congratulating Elliott on his win. Brendan's going to get his win. We definitely feel like it in the Xfinity Series, but great win for Elliott on his birthday. That's a great birthday gift. You got a shot to do that maybe tomorrow.
Well, darn, I got in the race today on my birthday. But I'll give it a try. You know what I love about Poole? You're right, Denny. That was a classy interview. He could have been sour grapes about having that victory taken away from him. He understood, but I think the main thing, he knows a win's coming. That team is doing well. He's a fast driver. He could be a story here before too much longer.
Great having you here today, Denny. Help this guy in the draft tomorrow. You guys have some fun,
that.
All right?
I
can do it. 12:30 Eastern on Fox. What a fun day here at Talladega, Danielle.
Yeah, Adam, before Mikey straps in, a birthday celebration with Elliott Sadler. It's all good for both birthday boys here on Fox, Larry. If some foreshadowing, perhaps, in the pre-race show, we heard Elliott talking about the high and highs and the low of lows that you can experience here at Talladega.
And we talked about one high he wanted to leave here with, and that's ending that 65-race winless streak. Yeah. And now, as he said, I get to put that sticker on my car. He joins Eric Jones as a part of the chase.
Junior Motorsports, they douse their crew chiefs Monday at the shop. Kevin Mendering, get ready. You just witnessed a wild finish at Talladega. We'll be talking about this one for quite some time. We go to overtime, Larry, and it ends under caution.
Yeah, I mean, you can say blocking was going on, you can say shoving, but the biggest thing was going on is the checkered flag was waving for these drivers. You see Logano moved up. He did get pushed a little bit right there, and right about here is going to be the moment of caution. You see the yellow light. I'm not going to say that's right. I'm not going to say that's wrong. I question why we didn't let them race it to the end right there.
NASCAR reviewing every angle they had, ending under caution. They give the win to Elliott Sadler. Let's go downstairs to Chris Neville, who's standing by with Jeremy Clements.
Jeremy Clements with his best finish ever in the Xfinity Series. Jeremy, what a wild last lap. Talk us through that.
That's pretty exciting, isn't it, man? I was sitting here watching the replay. All I know, I was pushing the 48. We made a deal with them. I was going to push them until we got over here, and then I was going to try to pass them. But, you know, we got a good run, and we kept coming, and, man, we finished third. I got to thank Kevin Whitaker Chevrolet, BRT Extrusions, RepairableVehicles.com. Hope everybody checked out the race on Xfinity X1 Sports app, and thanks for all they do.
Congratulations. Great run.
Thank you, guys.
Impressive top 5 finish for Brendan Gaughan. Could you have put yourself in any better position at the end?
You know, we put the South Point Chevy in as good of a spot as we could get to get a good finish and end up with a top 5. Great job by ECR Engines and RCR, my Chevrolets. I love them to death. I love Richard. And me and Elliott Sadler saved each other. He saved me from going to the outside wall. I saved him from going to the inside wall. He ends up in victory lane. I end up with a top 5. So I'll call that fair with a race car in one piece and head to the next one.
All right, 5th place finish for Brendan Gaughan.
Yeah, a couple DNFs for Gaughan coming into the day. I'd say all in all, it was a good afternoon. The best afternoon, though, for the birthday boy, Elliott Sadler.
Well, I see 2 drivers in the top 10 there, Brendan Gaughan and Eric Almirola. Obviously, they had to come to pit road early because they locked bumpers and NASCAR made them come for a pass-through penalty.
Big day for Junior Motorsports, not only the win, but Justin Allgaier, his best plate finish of second means 2 cars for them inside the top 5. And how about your son, Brandon McReynolds? When it was all said and done, he kept the car in one piece. Clean Racing came home 23rd.
He did, and then right in front of him, Eric Jones, kind of a rough day for him in that 20 car.
And let's not forget, Junior Motorsports now, back-to-back victories. Dale Earnhardt Jr. brought the car to victory lane, that 88 last week at Richmond, and now Elliott Sadler snaps a 65-race winless streak.
Yeah, I mean, Danielle, at start the show, we were talking about Joe Gibbs Racing and Richard Childress Racing, and now Junior Motorsports back-to-back races. They've won a third of the races in 2016.
Larry, we'll be talking about this finish for quite some time. How will it impact tomorrow's racing?
Oh, I think there's more to come. There's more to follow.
Tonight on Fox, Premier Boxing Champion starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, the Geico 500 at Talladega. Our coverage begins at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. It's right here on Fox. The Xfinity Series will see you in 2 weeks at Dover.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast.